I gotta make
Hello,
sure that I don't
welcome.
have audio on.
Oh,
Brendan.
No,
lovely.
no. The audio I meant for the stream. I gotta make sure I don't have the actual stream audio on, so we don't get
So are we
the
good?
wonderful feed. Yeah, we're good. We're going. It's all good.
Are we
All right.
live?
Promise
Yeah,
the
we're live.
audience, one day this transition will be a flawless, seamless process where the first thing you hear when it starts is, "Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dungeons & Dragons Elyssia campaign." Until then, you get, "Yeah, I think we're on. Are we on?
mean,
I'm
you
not
can-
sure."
I can do it
there
if
we
you'd
go. We're
like.
on now, go ahead.
Like I can just do it from now on if you want. I mean, I know
Yeah.
when it's going.
There we go. Brendan's gonna take over it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'd say Nick does it.
I
Nick
agree. Nick should do it.
Nick would do it.
Hey,
Well,
Chad.
hi, welcome to the stream. I'm your dungeon master, Ethan, and I'm with my lovely players. Brendan, the streamer, Renakai
Hello.
5, you're here. You love him. You followed. You're going to subscribe tonight if you haven't subscribed. That's the message. Subscribe. For every subscription we get, we'll donate nothing to charity. Yeah, thank you very much.
What are we talking? It's
You
all
got a subscription.
Bad Google.
Here,
Isn't that Andrew?
you are
That's
Like-
great.
chat. Tell us in the chat why you subscribed. Is it because of Brendan? Is it because of me? I don't care. Thank you for subscribing. All those proceeds will go to
that
making
Prime
this channel
gaming
better.
money.
Yep.
Alright.
And if you really like Brendan, he plays video games. I think he's still playing Ace Attorney. So
I'm
watch
starting
him play
Ace
Ace
Attorney
Attorney.
too.
I'm not sure you can qualify that as playing.
Yeah, well, I
It
mean,
is.
Objection.
it is Ace Attorney, but you know,
Objection.
whatever. Ace Attorney 2. I'm starting that.
Objection.
Never played it. If you want to see me
Charity.
struggle to voice act like 30 different characters and try to make them somewhat unique, it's a struggle,
Welcome
but
to-
it's real fun.
Welcome to my physical hell every Monday night, Brendan.
True.
All right, so I got Brendan. We got Eric. Say hi, Eric. 'Cause I'm pointing at where you're not at on the screen, but you are for me. I've got
Nobody's on the
Matt.
screen
No one
yet.
can see you.
Beautiful. I've got Matt still pointing. I got Matt, Nerdy Matt, Cool Matt, and Nick. I hope
Wait.
everyone's doing well tonight. So, here comes our sponsors that we don't have, but we're hoping to get. Matt Allen, take us away.
I got him. All right. Our current sponsors for the Elyssia campaign are as followed: Raid Shadow Legends, Taste
Raid
the
Shadow
Rainbow.
Taste the rain.
The rainbow? Oh, God. It's not even
We
Pride
also
Month
have-
anymore.
I'm out.
We also have
Like 2 weeks late on
Surfshark.
that.
When you
The
need
Shark
to surf the
VPN.
web, but you want to shark it, Surfshark.
Hey,
Nord-
Surfshark's really good this week because it is Shark Week, Discovery Channel.
It
So
is Shark
new
Week.
sponsor,
Yeah.
New
Discovery
sponsor,
Channel.
Discovery Channel, Shark
All
Week.
right, I got that. Discovery Channel,
Oh,
specifically
God.
Shark Week.
Next week, when Shark
Discovery-
Week is over, we will still be sponsored by Shark Week. You just won't be able to
Yes.
watch it for a year.
Yeah,
We'll be
Channel
sponsored
Shark
by
Week.
The Memory. I thought so. I knew. I knew
The
it.
memory of
I,
We're
I
also-
recognize that you.
We're also sponsored by NordVPN. If you don't know what it is, you don't need it. NordVPN.
That is terrible advice.
Great gatekeeping, great gatekeeping. Keep going.
Oh my God.
We're doing Arby's. They have the meats. That's actually one of they have exclusively. Also, we are sponsored by Adam and Eve. Make sure you use a promo code Nick and Melissa's Special Day in order to get
Oh, that one's still going, huh? They're using that code?
to get a special
The
discount.
code hasn't changed.
Special discount on a select few items.
Yep. The select few items from their
Need a
personal
butt
list.
plug
Yeah,
special.
from their
related.
personal collection.
We're also
Taste and
sponsored
Hers.
by Community Season 7, out on the no streaming services currently.
Chess.
We are,
Oh my
yeah, we
God.
said Shark Week already, and then finally we are sponsored by Boats. Boats. Get you where you need to go in 1887.
Specifically
Those
1887.
would be ships, not boats.
A ship is a boat.
Yeah,
It's a
boats.
kind of boat.
No, just boats. And then also, oh yes, Critical Role, because we have the hat.
Yep, that's right.
And George Foreman, we established
Wait,
last session that
hey,
George
that's Matt
Foreman is also
Mercer.
sponsored.
Hey, yes.
Oh my god, I choked on my tea. I almost died. It was so funny.
As a reminder, none of
Nothing
those are
to
real.
roll.
This is all a joke. It's
Yeah.
not real.
Yeah.
We have
These are
no
all real.
sponsors.
Critical Role, but it's not like roll like you roll the dice. It's roll like it's bread roll. They're capitalizing on the fame of the Critical Role campaign. They're a bakery in Southampton. They're Critical Role.
Honestly, I would go to
Dungeons
that.
and Dragons themed bakery.
I'd go to a D&D
I would
bakery. That'd be
all about
great.
it.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
I
I'm
would
mad
take
that
a
it's not
D20
happening
cake.
already.
Honestly,
Like a
how is it not?
Critical Role.
It's got to be a real thing somewhere.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
Someone's made a D&D
Anyway.
bakery.
Those
If
are
you
all.
exist
Those are all the
and you
sponsors.
are one of 2 people watching our stream, let us know, and we will
Gladly
Take your
accept your
sponsorship.
donation. Yes.
exactly.
To start
And
up
as
the D&D
always-
bakery.
As always, if you like what we do, follow us. If you
Oh my
love what we
God.
do, subscribe. If you hate what we do, subscribe anyways, because the more money we make, the less likely I will do this. So, anything else before we go ahead and get started? Once again, everyone, thanks. Last week we ended up not playing. We ended up doing a little podcast. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It's on Renakai 5 VODs on YouTube.
And
It's
rank
as
out-
always.
Yep,
Not on
rank
the
out some
playlist,
of the
though.
adventure books.
I think it's got 1 like on YouTube right now. So
I
doing
actually
better
haven't
than
looked.
the
I
other
don't
one.
know.
One like. I think our first video has the most likes. I think it has like.
Yeah, well, it's got
5.
the most views too. The most people have seen the first episode.
For the longest time.
Which
We're
is
slow burn. We're
understandable.
slow burn. It's the thing is, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's got more
Like
time to
episode
watch.
45, and that's when we're gonna take off. Is
Yeah, that's
episode
right.
45.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Specifically
give them a
45.
back
Halfway through
catalog.
45 is when it's all just gonna explode.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started if everyone's cool with that. Get us going here, nice and
Whoops,
and
whoops.
early.
Oops.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
I'm still laughing about our Adam and Eve sponsorship, man.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I'm crying. I'm literally crying.
It's a great sponsor.
Your character is angry. Reel it in.
I know. I had
Oh
a
yeah, let
vein
me make
popping
the
out of my
announcement
forehead.
again
Yeah,
for
yeah,
those
yeah.
that
I was gonna do that in a
didn't
second.
skip last week. So in our previous episode 7, not last week but the week before, there was some concern about Darian Kipp's player Matt being legitimately upset about
Ooh,
the
that's too
events
much.
of the game. We like to do this little thing while we play. It's called role playing, and when we role play, we take on the emotions and opinions of characters that are not our own. So just remember that this is all in good fun, and most likely no one's actually butthurt about things. If someone's actually butthurt about things, I want them just to yell, "I am butthurt" as loud as they physically can, and then smack their stomach like a drum, and that will let me know
That was
that they are
established in
upset.
session 0, so you'll hear that a
Yes.
lot.
Yep.
I
Very,
have a
Again-
feeling that
Again, if you're
it'll be blatantly
role
obvious.
playing a big part of our sponsorship from Adam and Eve. Again, Adam and Eve.
Adam
Adam
and
and
seamless transition, right?
Code.
You thought we were done.
Special day.
Role play.
Use special
Okay.
code roleplay at checkout.
No
All
spaces.
caps.
15%
No
off your
spaces.
first order. Butt plug special. AdamandEve.com.
All of your role play needs will be
Oh my
met
God.
exclusively at Adam and Eve. Taste the rainbow again, but it's different.
A different kind of
Sponsors.
rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. Pride Month.
my
Nice.
God.
July.
It's not even. We're 2
Oh
weeks
my
past that at this point.
Hey, I'm not like
It's
other
the
companies
spirit
that
of
immediately
pride.
change their
That's
profile
true.
picture.
That's
all
I'm
year
Pride.
round.
24/7.
The moment
7 days
July
a week.
1st at 12:01.
Legit.
All gay people don't exist anymore to us. That's every
Exactly.
company.
Oh my goodness.
Every
Alright.
Not this stream. We are
No,
straight.
we are
wholesome
big support.
fire.
Guys, I gotta get in the
Entertainment.
character. You gotta stop. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
so
here, why don't
it's fine. We can just make you angry in the session. It's fine.
Why don't I go ahead and do a quick recap then? We had a pretty big session last week. So the party found themselves within the basement or lower areas of the Holy City, where they were greeted by Balak the Outcast, who was kind of talking through the foliage that has grown down there. After venturing into one of the rooms, they found a dragon statue that had illuminated the area red. Sentinel decided that he was going to go and check said statue out, where he was ambushed by a shadow, which seemed to drain his energy very quickly. Which, by the way, for that, strength
Yes.
specifically. So, by the way, Sentinel, if you have not taken away
Oh
since
yeah, that should have
you'll be
been.
starting with a long rest,
up
you
by
will
last
no
session.
longer have a strength penalty anymore.
Yeah, you should
Well,
have
hey,
gotten
long
that
rest.
back. Oh no, yeah, because did he get that in the lower part? Right.
No, I'll explain here real quick. Let me finish the recap.
Oh.
Anyways, the party ventured forth where they found some goblin zombies that they killed, and then finally found Balak the Outcast, who was at a giant tree in the basement called the Gullifus tree. He was pretty crazy, pretty insane, seemingly served a dark necromancer master by the name of Xanthro. But he kind of talked about not wanting to serve this guy too, leaving some of the parties with mixed emotions with what they were about to do. Regardless, Balak was like, join me or die, and the party was like, no. So they fought him, and it was an epic battle. The party managed to succeed, but not before Darby and Arthur went down before the end of the fight, with Darby actually almost dying. He hit his second death save, thanks to Prince Farin casting lightning on him.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Thunderwave, but yes, continue.
Thunderwave, thank you, not
Yes.
lightning.
Lightning is a much higher
so
level spell.
After defeating Balak the Outcast, Sentinel
me.
attempted to help him, but did not roll well on his medicine check, allowing Balak to die. Jayla ran over to both Darby and Arthur and revived them with Cure Spell. But she did not opt to revive Aster, her friend, which Prince of Farin called her out on because Aster is her slave, and she should be good to her slave. Jayla kind of took this criticism to heart, and Darian, Arthur, Prince of Farin, Darby, Sentinel, they kind of all got into an argument about what should be thought about Balak in his current situation, what should be thought about necromancers, and Balak's claim that the necromancers really aren't evil, they're trying to stop Becnines forever. Darian opted to take the point of maybe they're not all evil, where Darby and Arthur kind of went with, where we come from, this shit happens. Like, people are bad. If you're too good, if you give too many people the benefit of the doubt, you die. So the party, kind of after having a large argument, left the tree, though not before Jayla decided to burn it down, and a large, imposing fire figure emerged forth from the flame, pointing at Prince of Farin and saying that he had found him. However, the figure vanished just as quickly as it appeared, and the party headed out. And the reason you're all getting a long rest here, unless anyone had anything they really wanted to do in the rest of the Holy City's lower area, is you have returned to the Deep Hobbling encampment where you first met them, and you are in one of the rooms that they gave you for a long rest. So I'm going to move over our little thing here. You should see the Holy City.
Boy, look at how many corpses
And-
there are.
Yes, and if you scroll to, let me see here,
The bottom left.
kind of the middle of the map, middle to the left a little bit, you will actually see your party in one of the rooms, resting and at full health. If you have not long rested on your character sheets, go ahead and give yourself a long rest now. Your party has been chilling for basically the last 8 hours after your long, tumultuous bout with Balak and his minions. During this long rest period, a lot of stuff is going to happen here. So, Prince of Farin, we'll start with you. So you're in your ring, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Hanging out, enjoying your luxuries, enjoying your posh interior. When kind of that swirling wind, begins to kind of flow through the chamber again. It begins to swirl and take shape, and your father, Goodwind, Emperor Goodwind, kind of appears. And again, you can't really make out a specific, very humanoid shape here. It's more of a lot of clouds, a lot of storm, rain, and lightning that forms this shape, but it looks human enough. And kind of as he materializes, he goes, "Son, it is good to see you today."
Hello, Father. It is good to see you as well.
Good, good. Now, I have been watching you, and there were some things that concerned me. I believe, my son, that Elyssia is so dangerous and so concerning. You're not safe there. I mean, we've established this before, but I'm going to give you a little bit more power to protect yourself as long as you wish to take this vacation.
Yes, I am also starting to feel as if Cebu is much too chaotic and unstable for people to really live here.
It is an incredibly unstable land. I'm glad that you are beginning to understand this. I have long watched them
Yes.
far before you were born, and All of Sybil is such a violent, terrible place. I am glad you are beginning to come to your senses.
Yes, it is much different than watching it on the screens and the scrying pools. It is very different.
Incredibly different. I have never traveled there myself. Why would I have everything that I need here? But I still believe it good, son, that you decided to venture forth into Sybil and talk with the people, learn their ways, learn about their slaves. So I commend you for
Yes,
this.
they do not treat their slaves very well, and that is
I have
very disconcerting.
I have noticed the same thing. It is very concerning. I do not
Mm,
know how much
yes.
more we wish to align ourselves with Sybil. Watch, yes, but assist, it is difficult to say. Regardless, I am granting you a bit more power to protect you as you continue on with your journey. And whenever you're ready to come home to dear old dad, you're more than welcome to. Perhaps we can do that dying thing together that you mentioned.
Yes, I am beginning to think that that is not as positive of an experience as it was initially presented to me.
Really?
I seem to think, yes, I seem to think much as like breathing down here and the gravity, that dying is something that these people have to do, not something that they choose to do.
Well, that is strange. Why would anyone wish to? Well, we had just talked about ceasing our existence to see what it was like, but to have to
Yes.
cease your existence, what world do they live in?
Something about Sybil is not quite correct. I would hope that we were able to fix it, but I do not think it can be fixed.
You may be right there, my son, but I will allow you to stay as long as you need, regardless. Again, the power I have bestowed you should assist you further. And whenever you're ready to
Well-
come home, let me know, and I will send you back into our realms.
Thank you, Father. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Also,
yes.
do you
Oh,
think
please.
I was going to say it's been so long since I've seen Sebastian. Do you think that I would be able to get him?
Oh, like have me bring him onto the monitor here?
No, just bring him over here so I can have him
Oh, to
along with me.
Sybil. Oh, Well, you see, since you left.
My path is like a chain guy.
Oh, yes, I will gladly send Sebastian to you. Thank you.
I see, I see.
Thank you.
I got you.
Cool.
I will send him to you immediately. Fetch Sebastian for my
Yes.
son and be quick about it. He will be with you momentarily.
Nice.
Well, while he is getting him, I did want to share with you something very interesting. I have found a brand new show that I am very much enjoying to watch. It is a new show in which a female member in the Sybil species, I believe this one was an elf, seeks to find herself a mate amongst a large number of male candidates who compete in a house for her. And the losers who did not receive this thing referred to as a, what did they call it? A rose, are sacrificed to a kraken. It is wonderful to watch, and you must join me for it. They're on season 7 right now, and it is the most
Oh.
wonderful thing I have seen. The drama is fantastic.
I look forward to this. This sounds as normal as any other courtship ritual that happens on Sybil.
It must be the most normal thing. I can only imagine that all mates in Sybil are chosen based upon this game show format that these people have concocted, and it is most interesting. I've assembled watch parties where all of the slaves within our realm come together, and we all sit in front of a large screen and talk about which is the biggest bitch, as they call them, of the group.
Yes, that sounds infinitely entertaining. And I cannot wait. And I am sure that leads to lasting and loving relationships for all of the people involved.
Always. There is always the most love that happens. I am so impressed by the amount of love that I see on Sybil.
Oh, God.
It appears that Sebastian is here for you. So describe Sebastian for us here, Prince of Farin.
So Sebastian is a sentient being. Actually, is a spider monkey, a rainbow spider monkey with 6 arms. Or well, technically he's got 2 arms and 2 legs, but because he's a monkey, they're all essentially the same thing. And giant feathery wings and a large tail. Now, originally Sebastian was an imp. However, he was changed because Prince of Farin liked this better, and so now he just looks like this.
I see.
there's
I
nothing
now
you can do
understand what
about
this
it.
is.
This is
That took me a
monkey from
second.
Coco.
I was like, what is going on? What do you have a pet? Oh, okay. I now understand the mechanics of why you have a pet monkey.
So one of
That's funny.
your slaves comes up. He's got a little like bed, and Sebastian sits upon it, and he's all cute with his 6 arms and his wings, and pretty impressive. Your father kind of wheels his hand over it, and slowly, like the mist and the clouds begin to encircle Sebastian. And Prince of Farin next to you can actually see the bed with him begin to form as your monkey companion materializes in your ring with you. And after a couple seconds, this blue bed and Sebastian is now with you.
Nice. All right. Oh, Sebastian, it has been too long. I pick up Sebastian, I give him a big old hug, and he's kind of just like.
He hugs you back with love. I'm assuming he loves you. No,
he doesn't.
He
He's not
hates
a big fan.
He does it with
He's not a
disdain.
big fan.
He's smart enough to know
Yes.
that he has to do this, but he does it with disdain.
Correct.
And with that, after a quick goodbye from your father, Emperor Goodwind, his little talky thing, his little smoke and mirrors disappears, and you are back in your ring where you may conduct the rest of your long rest with Sebastian now.
Yay!
So we'll go ahead and move to Arthur. How's your life treating you right now?
Arthur is in the process of recovering. He
Naturally.
begins to kind of startle awake in a way to where, like, he kind of is more familiar with the fact that he knows he's not fully awake, but he's awake in kind of a lucid way. And he begins to see different flashes, almost like memories. But with these memories come physical movements, almost like muscle memory, like he's remembering how to do things. Images flash before his eyes of a time where he was on a ship, and the ship was gone, and he's treading water, and then under the water, and then within the deep recesses of the water, struggling to find the surface, not understanding which way was up. And then before his eyes, he began to see what appears to be the forming of a city that is under the waves. And as he kind of reaches closer towards it, he is jolted awake from his sleep and kind of remembers a little bit more of his past and what had happened to him.
When you are jolted awake, Arthur, it's still pretty early within the long rest here, so everyone else is asleep or quietly resting at this point.
I'm going to kind of dust myself off, wipe the sweat from my brow, stand up, kind of look around, take my gloves off, look at my hands again, see that they're the same, put my gloves back on, kind of toss my scimitars around a little bit, kind of understand what I've relearned in a sense, put them away, and then go back to sleep. Or try to, at the very least.
So you end up trying to go back to sleep, which I say you probably do. It's now that this place has been cleared out from the other hoblings, things seem more peaceful and whatnot. So you're able to go back to sleep. So we'll go back to, or not back to, but we'll head over to Darby here. And 1 second here, I gotta mute my mic.
Understandable.
Sorry there. The joys of having a human body. Good old coughs and whatnot. So Darby, you have been, fast asleep, pretty much with everyone else around you, minus Prince of Farin, who's
My
chilling in his
4-hour
ring.
trance.
Yep, Sentinel has. So as your 4-hour trance begins to end and you're able to emerge before everyone else, you notice that in the far corner of the room, you kind of see a bit of a shadow over there. There seems to be almost a horned human-like figure kind of sitting over there in the shadow, and you seem drawn to it.
Do I seem to recognize it, or does it seem...
It has a similar
Distant.
shape. No, it has a shape that you definitely would recognize. More of a demon folk shape.
Okay.
That isn't Arthur, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Then I will start to approach.
So as you approach, and the light is very low, with his lovely, and I'm just going to throw up the image again because I love my wife's rendition of him, with his lovely, like, sequenced red shirt.
Big sequin shirt.
You see in
Oh,
his little
forgot he
soul
had
patch
sequins.
that he's got, or goats, he has a soul patch.
What's a soul
Go,
patch?
you see Gamar slumped in the corner. It seems he almost looks passed out. And in his right hand is a large bottle containing a bluish liquid. And as you near Darby, you can actually just smell the alcohol coming from this bottle. It would almost be like opening a bottle of like a vodka, and just having it be like straight 100% alcohol. That is how rough it smells.
Fun.
Straight grain.
See, he's been having a fun time. I will, I guess, attempt to wake him.
So as you go to kind of like touch his shoulder,
Just kind of like
when
nudge him on the shoulder, yeah.
as you go to nudge him, he immediately goes. "Ugh, ugh, ugh."
Having a good time there, Gamar?
Hey, it's
Yeah.
Darby. How's it going, buddy? Where
Uh,
am I?
well, it appears you are in what was almost my tomb.
Really? Well, that
Yeah.
would have done now fucked, wouldn't it? How am I supposed to get paid if you go on and die now? That ain't no fun for me.
Of course not, and it's not fun for me if I'm dead. So, I have a few requests.
I have a few requests for you, too.
Of course,
First,
of
I need
course.
payment. I saw what you
Naturally.
did. I saw you stick it to that little necromancer guy. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
pay up.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
No vegan diet. No vegan.
Gotta pull out the old abacus real quick. Alright, so that is 15 gold. Like 4
Have you ever
silver.
had bright wine before? It tastes like utter shit. But when you lose 10 hands in a row to your goddamn wife, you gotta have some. Alright, where's the money? I'm waiting, Darby.
Alright.
Don't got all day. I got 10 more hands to lose to the missus.
Well,
As Darby counts his gold, Arthur will jolt awake at the sound of counting money, you know?
buddy, who's this
So
guy?
for everyone else, you can't actually hear this conversation going on. If anything, all you could hear is Darby talking to the wall. If you were awake at this point.
Okay. Well, he will get 15 gold, 4 silver, I believe is what it was, and then like 18, 19 copper.
All right. So you produce the money
I'll
and
pull
you
it
hand
out,
it
hand
over to
pull
Gamar,
him out.
and he very quickly grabs it and he kind of
course.
jostles it in his hand and he goes, "Oh, a little light I feel. You need to find a way to make more money for me." But
Well,
anyways, what did you want?
Yeah, we have a potential plan, but we need to work out the kinks in that. We don't have that rolling just yet. Got to get some clearance from everyone here first.
Hmm.
But first, before we get into
to the
that,
business now, don't you?
sure, I guess in a sense.
Darby, I have a question for you before you go on with this thing that you want here.
Of course.
Do you like gladiator movies?
I mean, they're a bit aggressive, but sure, they're okay.
Movies?
Cool.
What are movies?
Yeah. Also, what is a movie? I've never heard of one. of
I'll
those
tell you
before.
when you're older.
I've been in the gladiator
Alright, what
pits,
is it
but-
you want? What is it you want?
So, and out of, I guess his bag, his pocket, I don't really know where he'd be keeping it right now. He will pull out this wonderful, I don't really know how to describe how it looks because I don't know what it looks like, but a locket.
So the amulet of Lestat is a
It's-
pure black, almost obsidian-looking amulet. It's one piece that kind of forms like the shape of a diamond. It is a locket. However, you have been unable to open it since obtaining it in a poker game.
Like how Arthur just shot up the moment that was mentioned. Been trying to see if I could pawn this guy off, but finding someone who doesn't know the original owner and would pay a fair price for it seems a little on the difficult side. Figure we might as well make it into something useful. Maybe a
So
token
Gamar
of luck, if you will.
immediately grabs the locket and he looks at it and he goes, "This is an ugly fucking locket. You sure you want this? I could produce something far more pretty for you. A little bling, a little flair, a little sexy time for you. Something along those lines."
You know how, you don't always get to pick what you take from people.
I guess that's true. Alright, I can amend this thing with a little bit of power for you. Give you a little bit more edge on your spice. Keep you from dying on me, because if you die on me, old Gamal doesn't make money. And when you die, I gotta find another sad, lonely stack of crap to find me a bit of gold. No,
course, don't
boogity
want that.
doogity doo. I bless you. Fuck it, it is blessed for you, Darby. Here you go. I almost called you
Thanks.
Gamar. I'm drunk as hell right now, though.
I can see that.
Never
like you had
lose
that
to
time.
your wife in poker. It's a bad feeling.
I
But
can
Darby,
imagine.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
The most important question I've ever asked you. More important than when I asked you if you wanted to make me money and obtain power unlimited.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked before?
I mean, I've seen myself. I'm sure I've maybe in passing a few others, but not intentionally.
We'll make it a date then. Off with you! And as you watch Gamar just slowly fades into the stone, his body almost becomes like the stone, and he just dissolves into nothing.
God, it's always pleasant with him, I swear. Darby will
All
just
right.
go back to wherever and just sit down and wait for others to wake up.
One thing that
He'll
you
actually
notice
he'll
with
wear the amulet as well, just out, not
just
saying anything. He'll just put it on.
the amulet has a bit more of a glow, like a purplish glow to it now that it didn't have before.
So this was it all happening in the corner of the room we're in, right?
Correct.
Darby, were you trying to be quiet at all? Because if we can hear you, I'm sure, especially with how lightly Arthur was sleeping.
I definitely would have tried not to wake anyone.
Okay.
But-
Okay. That's
Because
fair.
I don't want to disturb you guys, but also I do want to be clear with him. So it's kind of in that weird. It might happen, it might not kind of situation.
All right. So at this point, the long rest has happened. You have all awakened. Jayla awakes with you. She rested peacefully. Aster, who was previously knocked out in the other fight, has now awakened. She was kind of curled up in Jayla's arms as Jayla kind of was nursing her back to health.
Man, Jayla's got big
Seth-
arms.
Aster's a tiny fairy.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the.
She's not
That's
that
like,
tiny.
that's like 20 feet or 15 feet arms right there, man.
The objects on the screen are closer than they appear. Sentinel.
Mr.
you-
Fantastic over here.
Fine.
Sentinel, you've awoken from quite the night. Why don't you share that with everyone?
Yeah, so Sentinel kind of is rustling around all night, just kind of twitching and all sorts of different kind of moans and squawks and all sorts of stuff, and then immediately jumps up and oh boy. So he jumps up into the middle of the room and is just screaming, and then all of a sudden, everybody kind of awakes, rustles up, and from Sentinel's chest, these shadowy black tendrils pop out and kind of envelop the room, and everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
all of
we're
us?
We're starting with it, huh?
Everybody.
All right, let's see what happens with Jayla here, because she's also in the room.
Yeah, I know
said-
exactly what this
you said-
is.
You said
Okay.
Constitution?
Oh, I think I failed.
Yep.
12.
9.
Aster got a 19 and Jayla rolled an 11.
I have.
Shit, Prince
No.
Far.
22.
I don't think that's on ability
Okay.
checks currently. I have to wait for a invocation.
The save is a 13. So
Yeah,
anybody
I failed.
below 13
So Jayla
will,
failed.
Oh,
will
dang it.
take. Oh my gosh! 12 necrotic damage.
Oh, you rolled
I just
so
rolled
high.
max
You
damage
rolled
on
like
that.
max on that. Why did you have to roll max on that?
So much for the long
Nice.
rest, everyone.
Yeah, sorry about
Well,
that.
I got 22, so I should.
Yeah,
not have that.
I'm fine, but that was half my health right there, pretty much.
Holy buckets.
Don't forget to update your guy on
Yes.
Roll20 as well.
Almost half my health. Literally one below half. Wow, that is. Or one above half, I guess.
Seeing this happen, Jayla immediately grabs her sword and brandishes at you and
Oh.
goes,
Yeah, Darby immediately flicks the card.
Foul beast! What have you done to us?
There's gonna whisper under his breath,
don't-
Pollo Diablo, and break out both his scimitars.
No. I just.
What's going on?
Can I do an Arcana check
Yes,
to
go
see
ahead.
if I
give me-
could understand what
Actually,
that
can I
was?
also do an Arcana check?
Yes, the both of you may give me an Arcana
Not that I'm
check.
very good at it, but I do know magic. I am a Dust Elf.
I got 15.
I got a
15?
19.
All right, I will say, Sentinel, why don't you describe sort of what's happening here to yourself? Or, well, I guess you wouldn't know what's happening to yourself. You can.
Yeah.
The two of you realize there's some magical energy that seems to now be channeling through his body, and it is almost like at that moment in time, it just erupted out of nowhere, and that is what caused the damage.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was not
I'll
controlled.
be like- Oh! Sentence. Because I didn't get hurt by it, so I'm not going to be super upset about it.
I'm very upset. That's half my health, bro. Better watch what you're doing there. I know what the weapons are.
These tendrils kind of like slowly like snake back in to his chest, and I felt there's just a lot of pain.
Oh, yeah.
Burning.
I
can feel the
I don't know
pain,
who. No, I mean, if you guys don't understand, I don't know if someone's in trouble. I don't know if I was in pain. Someone was trapped, and there was lightning, and I don't know. And then I woke up, and just all that pain came out.
Well,
I'm sorry.
as far as I
Never
can
heard
tell,
anything like that
that
before.
definitely wasn't intentional. Normally, magic like that doesn't just happen. It's usually more intentionally done.
Jayla will sheath her sword
But
and go.
Arthur will not.
I'll disperse the card, but you might want to get that under control quickly.
I would agree with him. Can't have you knocking out the entire group now, can we?
I just find it kind of
yeah.
odd that we kill a necromancer and then you hit us with necrotic energy while
It
we're
is.
sleeping.
Is very
Interesting.
strange.
Pain
that
and fire
the-
as well. That's pretty reminiscent of what we saw in the tree.
Jayla is actually going to cast
Divine sense?
Divine Sense here, which I just accidentally added to the chat and didn't mean to.
Oh, I mean, no, we know.
Yeah, so she isn't able to detect anything weird with you with this thing despite casting it. You appear to be Sentinel, though you are definitely radiating a bit of magical energy for sure. Huh.
She kind of explained that.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to have anything strange going on. It's almost as like the magic was there and then it's not. Usually someone like myself or Aster here, you can detect the magic from them. Frequently, it channels through their body unless they have to command it through a spellbook or such, but it seems to be gone from you already, as if it vanished like a flash of lightning.
I mean, I promise I've never learned any sort of spell or anything. Like all I know is, just how to fight with my beak and my talent. Just what I've learned in Dorder. But I don't know what that was.
I don't particularly know much about you guardian fowls.
Very few do. Honestly, the one who would know most about a guardian fowl would be a guardian fowl themselves.
Yep.
If you guys are heading back to Highwater to claim your inn, I know one that's there that we can talk to.
Could possibly
Well, we
be
may
they're
not make it
inherently
if
magical.
Sentinel keeps trying to kill us.
That is also very true.
Now, the other option is to cut him loose here.
I don't think that'll be necessary yet.
I don't either. I'd rather keep him around. He's proven himself to be quite the warrior there. Aren't you, Sentinel? She kind of comes and she rubs your, jowls with her hand. It feels really good.
And you had to roll the worst one for us, too, huh?
I know. That was. I was hoping it was something else.
Yeah.
That is literally the strongest one.
That is the most devastating
It was
team-killing one on
yeah,
there.
That works out.
Also, too, I will describe
let me-
while all this is happening, Darian, as you've awakened and this has happened, you notice a bunch of flower petals at your feet that definitely weren't there when you went to sleep. But Sentinel, you may continue.
Also got a splitting headache, so I'm just not even saying anything at the moment.
Which, as a note, I am wearing the amulet out in the open. Just
Yep. Oh, Arthur
said
clocked
nothing,
it.
but
Oh, did I come out of the ring? I'm assuming I came out of the ring to say
Yes,
good
you've
morning
come
to
out of the
everyone.
ring and Sebastian is in tow.
There is just
it's just this monkey.
The rainbow
six-legged,
monkey on his shoulder now.
Arthur has lost. Arthur's going to sit down in the
Six-armed,
corner and just
winged-
kind of try and take on everything that just happened.
Darby
he
is just
got
gonna.
attacked by necrotic tentacles from Sentinel.
monkey.
There are random flower petals at the base of Darian. Darby is wearing an amulet that Arthur has a connection to.
That he knows.
It's going
And,
purple.
And now it's glowing.
I'm gonna kind of cross the scimitars in front of me, kind of a very defensive stance, and just kind of slide against the wall onto my butt and sit in the corner for a second, kind of shaking a bit.
Regain your bearings.
Are you sure you're not still sleeping, Arthur?
I wish I was.
Tell you what,
but
everyone.
I can honestly tell
Excuse
you
me.
my dreams are about as violent.
Well,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, excuse me, everyone. I would like to. I know this was a very interesting morning, with sentinels exploding with dangerous magic everywhere. However, I would like you to all meet Sebastian. This is my pet. You call it a pet. This is my pet. He is mine, and his name is Sebastian. Sebastian. This is Sentinel, and then Darby, and then Arthur, and this is Jayla, and Asta, and this is Ulrich von Lichten.
Liechtenstein.
And then, so
How
unintentionally.
likely-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you
Okay.
go first, Darian.
So I'm gonna unintentionally cast Speak with Animals and kind of sarcastically go, "Hey, Sebastian," and kind of rub my forehead a little bit.
Okay.
Stop.
Sebastian's gonna. Sebastian,
Matt,
yeah.
you're
So
right.
the
Sebastian is,
straight
uh,
white
yeah.
guy would sup,
Is-
dude.
It's like, hello, Mr. Ulrich von Liechtenstein. It is good to meet you, I guess. Hello, everyone. And he also speaks to everybody else because he speaks common.
Of course he does. Of course he
Of
does.
course he speaks
Talking
common.
monkey.
Hello, everyone.
Wait, did I talk to him in Monkey on accident? Does he speak Monkey? Did I say I spoke
He
Monkey?
I
doesn't
would
speak
assume-
monkey. He's not a monkey. He's not a monkey.
He is an
He
imp.
clearly does not look like anyone.
Have
So
you ever
literally-
seen a six-armed
Yeah,
monkey
Darian-
Welcome to the show.
with a rainbow fur?
Literally just hear Darian go, ooh, yeah! And the monkey's just like, hello, everyone.
Yeah, Sebastian is actually more
I can
closely
speak
related
with
to
animals,
me than
so
he is
I
to a
understood
monkey.
what he said.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, really. And I understood what Darian said because I can speak to animals too. So I was just like, hey, I'm glad people are learning how to speak to
It
animals.
is at
Anyway,
this point that Darby will now just slink into the wall and just slowly collapse and just be like, I don't. Darian's a monkey now, and we got this talking. What happened?
It seems like
Yes.
everyone had a
I
bit of
would-
a come to power moment, a weird stuff happening moment.
I feel like I've leveled up.
Yeah. Oh god. It's almost like I've gained enough experience from that necromancer to be stronger.
As you guys are kind of lamenting slash enjoying slash learning about these strange new things that have all happened to you, Aster, who's more or less been asleep this entire time, finally stirs and she keeps her head up. She's like, "Oh, I'm awake. What happened? Where's the bad guy? I get him. I got him.
We're well
we're somewhere
past
else
that.
now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yes.
How
We
long was
won.
I out for? Did I beat him? Did I get him?
No, you did not.
Oh,
You were taken down quite easily and without effort.
oh. Well, I guess I haven't dishonored my fairy ancestors then, since that's kind of what happens to us fairies.
I suppose.
Oh, Jayla, I hope I was kind of useful in some way. Did I do something good at least? And Jayla just kind of looks up at Aster and just kind of holds her hand out. The fairy lands on it, and she just looks at her and goes, "You know what, Aster? You were just fine. You were just fine out there. And why don't you and I talk after this? You and me, and hash a couple things out." "Oh, okay. Did I do anything wrong? Did going down make me do something wrong? You're not gonna kick me out. I don't want to get kicked out. I don't want to go back to the fairy. Aster, I'm not kicking you out. I just think we should probably talk about what happened. About some things that happened that maybe you're not 100% aware of." "Oh, well, okay. I'm okay with that. I'm glad everyone's okay. We're all looking tip-top shape. Especially you, Sentinel. You just look like you could take on the world over there."
He's about to.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. He almost took on the world right in this room.
"Oh. Well, sounds like I missed a little bit. Well, I'm glad we're all feeling great and well-rested, and we're ready to leave this awful, terrible, horrible city behind forever, and
Yeah.
never return and never talk about trees and necromancers or anything horrible again. Right? That's what the plan is, right?"
That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Well,
I am in for this plan.
we do have one thing to clean up before we go. So I don't know if they'll give us the key. There is the order of the key.
We were
Their
promised
dragons,
the
we
key.
did kill their dragons.
No,
We
they're
didn't kill
dragons.
the dragons.
They didn't. No, the other hoblings killed the
Yes,
dragons.
the other hoblings killed the dragons.
We made
guess
use of a
that's-
dead one.
I guess that's a way to describe it to them. Well, if we're ready to go, lead the way.
Yeah,
and-
we can always just have Sentinel burst forth magical tentacles and murder them and take the key anyways.
Yeah, I mean, what's stopping them? Like I said, you better get that under control.
I don't know if
under
that'll
control
ever happen
fast.
again. I'll try.
All right.
Yeah,
Idrisil,
you're feeling great
the-
though right now, aren't you? That
Yeah.
12 temp. Wish I got
That's big
12
hit.
temp.
Yeah, so Idrisil, the deep hobbling leader, would be the one you would need to talk to for your reward if you receive it. Which, if you remember right, if you scroll up just a little bit, she's over here. But I will leave it to the party for what they would like to do right now.
Oh, it was down for free money.
Go over to her.
Good.
Dust
Yeah,
myself off.
I'm happy to.
Worst thing that happens is we don't get
I
anything.
won't- I will not turn. I'm not going to turn my back to anybody in the party. I will be behind, but I will talk to her once we get there.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
moving
so if
myself
everyone
over
would
in
like
the
to move
general area.
themselves up where she is, and we're going to take a quick break because I chugged 2 Trulies and need to use the bathroom, so our break's a little early tonight.
Okay.
Be back shortly for the rest of the session. Love everyone. Thank you.
Woo.
Yee yee.
Hi. Short break. We're back. Hello.
Yep, we're back. Thank you.
Aw.
Apologies. Your DM is human. He's got many human things going on with him tonight. So you guys make your way up to where Istriel is, the deep hobbling leader. As you approach, who is approaching her? Who's going to be the face for this conversation?
I'll approach her.
All right, so
I'll
Arthur,
follow
you
suit.
kind of approach first. Everyone's kind of else is hanging around, and the deep hobbling leader sits on her kind of throne with her 2 guards. The other 3 guards are kind of looking at you oddly because there are no dragons with you as they expected. So Istriel kind of looks around and she goes, "Well, where's the dragons that we sent you for? Heard all the commotion, but where's the dragons?"
Well, they died. One was already dead.
Well, yes, but what?
But we did solve a bigger problem for you. If you
What's that?
if you listen, there are no other hobblings in this city. They're all dead.
Really?
Well,
The other
Murdered 'em
clan's
all.
dead.
there
You
might be
killed
one or
Erdbach?
2.
We
Oh,
did.
Easy.
Really? Well, that's kind of nice.
This one
I
killed their
really
mage, and I'm
need
going to
the
point
dragons.
to Darian.
Not really need the dragons without Dernbach. Nasty guy.
He was pretty
Well.
nasty.
She kind of pulls out this like kind of silverish looking key. I guess we really don't need this, and you did us a bigger favor than returning a few dragons to us. So here. She throws it to you, Arthur. You unlock a door to the south of here. You can get to it from that main turret where the entrance is. But be careful. I don't know what's back there. None of us do. None of us dare adventure. Might die. If you die, we'll take your stuff and use it nicely, though. Kind of a parting gift.
Not mine. If I die, I'll just be back.
He's
Cool.
very good at
Not
that.
really. I gotta let Meepo know his dragons are dead. Can you do that for me? I don't really want to talk to the guy. I'm afraid he's gonna cry. I don't like when hoblings cry.
It's not really our
I
job
would
description.
I would love to let Meepo know his dragons are dead. You got yourself a deal.
Well, I guess we're doing it then.
We'll just say that's like a little extra payment for the key because you didn't 100% do what I want. But cool. Kind of got reins in this place again now. I can sit back and be my bad hobbling self. Might reclaim the throne that was over there that used to be mine before Dernbach took it from me. Decorate the walls.
There you
Little
go.
topiary. Yeah. I like this. Alright. Be gone with you. I gotta think about interior decorating here. Get a Scots over there. Yeah.
Oh, they're just gonna turn around and just walk away.
I'm out. I checked out the
All
morning
right,
we got
bye.
the key, I'll be real.
Alright, so if you go down a little bit, you'll see the room that Meepo's in, if everyone would like to move themselves down there.
Wow.
Since we were at the front of the party when we turn around to walk away, as we begin to walk away, since Darby was next to me, I'm gonna kind of stick out my hand
Oh.
on
Okay.
his chest to stop him for a second and go, "Why do you have that out?" Pointing
Well-
at the amulet around his neck.
Well, let's just say it's a little more interesting of an item now.
That being said, there's a lot of heat on that. That's not coming back to me.
I know. I understand.
All right, they come knocking. That's on you.
I'm aware.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Alright. So the party begins making their way to the entrance where you came into the Holy City, where Istriel said that you could kind of make your way down into the southern part that you haven't explored. However, you have to pass through the dragon pens, where Meepo is sitting on a bed, kicking his legs because his legs don't quite reach the floor. And as he sees you enter through the opening, he immediately jumps up and he goes, "Oh, goody! You guys are back real quick! Now, Meepo, he been sitting around here waiting for you, and I'm real hoping that you got my dragons. Where's Lucy and Buddy? I don't see them.
Well, Lucy was already dead,
But yeah, but you brought her back with that fancy whistle of yours.
right?
That's
And she
true.
died again. And that
Oh.
kind of upset Buddy a little bit. And then he
well,
died.
yeah, of course. They were making dragon babies together.
Well,
Well,
now
I
they're
was gonna
not.
I was gonna strangle a whole dragon family.
Well,
No.
you can still do that, just not with Lucy and Buddy.
So, wait, you saying Buddy died too?
He decided to go with Lucy.
Oh. Well, what's Meepo supposed to do now? If there aren't any dragons to wrangle, how can I drangle?
There are plenty of dragons out there. You just not those
What?
two.
Are there?
Yes,
Oh, there's a bunch out in the world.
I have been aware that on Cebu, there are dragons from time to time. They are much bigger and more actually like dragons than the wolves that we have been pretending are dragons for you.
Wait, there's bigger dragons out there? Like big dragons? Like bigger than Meepo
Yes.
dragons? I mean,
Much
those other
bigger
ones
than
were
They
bigger.
are bigger than Sentinel.
Wow.
Much bigger.
And Sentinel's a
Meepo
big
be
boy.
a pretty
Yeah.
Meepo be a pretty big stud if he drangled one of those, let me tell you. I mean, whew, big dragon drangling? Man, now that's a dream right there.
That's the pro leagues right there.
Yeah, it is. No more amateur Meepo. We're going straight to the top. Number 1 drangler in Elyssia, let me tell you.
That's how you let people know the dragon name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard back from
Hey.
Dragley yet. I was really hoping you guys returned. I would have got my copyright notice from them, but nothing yet. But when Meepo hits number 1, they're not going to be able to do anything else, because I'm going to be the drangling number uno. Shake and bake.
You bet it.
Meepo, from where I come from, in Dorder, there's a school, Old Crooked Nose's School for the Gifted, and there,
know what you're
I think you
talking
could
about.
teach some, you could
Teach
teach
some
some people how to
classes.
drangle there.
What? You think Meepo would be a good
And
enough
I've-
drangler to teach people how to drangle?
We've got a huge dragon problem over there that I think you could wrangle up some people and teach them, and you could be a whole drangling squad.
Wow. Now you're saying I gotta wrangle up people. I'm gonna have to come up with a people wrangling word like pangle. I'm gonna be a pangler and a drangler. Man, you put that on a shirt and sell it.
There you
Wow.
go.
Sure.
I think meeting you guys was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because without you, Meepo, he'd just be hanging out here with a dead dragon and a not dead dragon that's somewhere else, not able to drangle anything. And you guys just came in here and you just made Meepo's dreams. You made him.
That may be the saddest thing anybody's ever said, Meepo.
I second that notion.
I think it's pretty great. So Meepo's gonna pack up his stuff. He gonna let Istriel know that he gonna take off and go to this Dorder that the bird here said. And I'm gonna teach people how to drangle. I'm gonna drangle the biggest dragons you've ever seen. And then one day you're gonna see Meepo flying across on a big red dragon. You're gonna be like, damn, there goes that little hobbling up there, that drangling expert. And Meepo's
Just remember that Big Bird sent you to Sesame Street.
I will remember that till the day I die. Meepo's he's gotta get his stuff together here. There ain't no time to waste. Meepo immediately runs over and he grabs like a blanket and he just like throws one thing in it and folds it up and puts a stick in it, puts it over his shoulder. Meepo has all his possessions in the world ready and raring to drangle. Where did you say this Dorder is?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the map.
It would be
way
east of you.
Yeah.
Way east. Way
Yeah.
east.
Super east.
Just keep heading east until you hit the deserts, and start looking for mounds of sand out there. You'll see little domes out in the sand, and just knock on the door and say, Sentinel sent you, and they'll bring you right in.
He's
All
gonna
right,
show to the
Meepo.
beach.
All right,
Meepo to the kill
Meepo.
count there, Brendan.
Meepo's on his way.
I'm not adding it till it's confirmed dead.
Daniel just murdered Meepo.
Man, guys, if you ever find yourself
I trust
in Dorder,
Meepo.
you
He's
gotta-
gonna make it.
You guys come on by
Kill
the
Meepo.
Meepo School of Drangling, and I will give you the warmest welcome. I will give you your first lessons, your first 3 lessons for free, because of all you've done for me. And Meepo just charges out of the room, through the door and heads out
So-
for his drangling fortune.
I'm going to lean
Yeah,
over to
Sebastian
Arthur.
you see this
Oh.
monkey go like this with one of his hands and starts massaging his little monkey head.
I'll lean over to Arthur and go, how much you want to bet he's going to find a beach and think that's Dorter?
I don't think he's gonna make it out of the city.
You know, I gave him a little too much faith, huh?
Sentinel,
There's
with
that
those
forest.
newfound magic powers you got, did you learn the ability to lie? That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Dorter's
No,
school for the gifted? That's out of a children's story.
I went to that school.
Sure you did.
We all
That is
did,
the school
Sentinel.
that
We
I
all went there.
Was
I'm on season 8 of the Crack Lorette.
if we ever make our way to Dorter, and I'll show you the city, and
love it.
and you know,
Prove
and
me wrong.
you can meet old Crooked Nose himself.
Does
I
he
will
attack
do.
people on sight with tentacles too?
All right, that's a low blow.
Not as low of
See,
a blow
that-
as it was to
I
us.
would-
I looked at
It was a much lower blow.
Yeah, is that how he does? Or were you trying to greet us in a way that your teacher apparently greets all of the people that they meet?
I don't.
No, I'm telling you, I've never seen this. This is not me. Whatever that was.
You know,
I
also can't
swear
say that I've
someone
seen a
did
giant
something to
chicken with
me.
tentacles.
I've never heard of a guardian fowl. Now I don't know too much about guardian fowls, but I've never heard of one with shadow tentacles coming out of them.
Sounds a lot like the Polo Diablo to me.
No. Haven't you heard the tale
Cool.
about Polo Diablo?
Well, now that we have convinced a poor and well-meaning hobbling to charge into his death and made fun of Sentinel for the 50th time today, you mind if we go check out the door so you guys can get your greedy fixed and we can get out of here?
That sounds like a plan to me, Dorian. It's the first time you've made sense.
I would agree.
I'm just gonna hang back by the entrance to this thing while they go open the door.
His name is Ulrich von Liechtenstein. I do not know why you keep saying he has told you what he's like to be called. It is not very kind of him.
I have a question for you, Prince Safari.
You're so
You do
innocent.
realize he's joking about the whole Ulfric von Liechtenstein thing, right?
I'm not joking.
I don't see how that is a joke.
Not so
He
much
said that
a
is his
joke.
name. Isn't
Ulfric
that
von
right, Ulrich von
Liechtenstein is the same thing as the Ace is to me. It's just a fake
moniker.
name, a moniker. Something so people don't know
So-
who you are.
No, that's my name.
Sure it is, Danny.
See?
Sure it is.
Thank you, Prince.
Okay. I guess I was wrong then. Champion can be wrong sometimes, can't she?
You are wrong quite a bit, actually. Yes.
Okay. And Jayla just keeps walking on.
Can't say he's wrong.
So if you guys would like to
I
move
will.
yourself to the big circular room
Oh,
now,
it's the big circle room, huh? Okay.
where the dead regular hobbling is still pierced to the wall. Oh no, you took him down. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep, we
Because
read
you saw the-
the
Hold the
Draconic.
spear out.
All right, everyone, give me some exploration initiative.
Ooh.
D20 roll, no modifiers.
Nice.
No.
Not terrible. Not
Solid
terrible.
Wait.
5.
I need to get my thing back on, but that's okay.
So I've got
Let me
I got a
roll.
9, an 8, a 5.
Big ol' 16!
And no, guess what? Get away. D&D Beyond is taking too long. It rolls really slow.
That is okay.
That is a 19.
Dang, you beat me too.
D&D Beyond, please sponsor us.
Yeah, for real though, I've given you so much money, please.
All right,
All right, so it looks like I got
it's
Prince
time.
Unsubscribe
Darby.
to your service, please.
Darian, Sentinel, and then finally Arthur taking up the rear. So
Yeah.
The one with
Prince
the key.
Safarin. Prince
Mhm.
Safarin, you are the first to use your exploration initiative. Istriel indicated that this door would lead you to where you'd be able to use this key.
Okay. I'm going to send. I'll be like, Sebastian, please open the door so we can use this key. and we'll
Right.
send Sebastian will sigh and float over in that direction, kind of dejectedly,
This door,
and then
this
go
door
to open the
specific.
door.
Yeah, so this door specific doesn't have the keyhole for it. It's just a regular door. You can
Okay.
open it like normal.
Oh yeah. So he opens the door.
So Sebastian goes and opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's a
He flings it open,
big hallway.
and you see a big room. The masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end has collapsed, filling southern sections with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and it holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in the relief. The door is a single keyhole, situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth. And that is
Okay.
what, when Sebastian opens the door, that is what you see. Would you like to enter, Prince Safarin?
I will say, Sebastian, we have learned that many of the places around here are not very hospitable. Can you please roll around on the floor just in case there is some sort of trapper?
He's got wings, it's fine.
On command, Sebastian begins to roll around on the floor, and he just rolls all over. Seemingly there's no traps, though. The room seems to be relatively kosher.
You hear him just Sebastian sigh again and just like flop on the ground and just like as least amount of energy as he possibly, and then just goes. And then I guess I'll walk inside then.
Go ahead. Would everyone like to move in there with him? Jayla and Aster are going to.
I'm staying near the back.
Boop.
So before you stands the door with the keyhole within the dragon's mouth. And we'll move to Darby. You're the next on this initiative.
Well, I think we found our door.
I will take the key and hand it over to him and say, "Don't turn this one into a glowing amulet and wear it around your neck, will you?"
No promises, no promises. I'll take the key.
Jayla is going to draw her sword and kind of position herself, almost as if expecting something to come charging through when you open this door.
If she gets into a defensive stance, I'm going to take out both my scimitars as well, then.
Oh god, I don't know if I want to be the one opening this. Alright, Jayla, you can usually sense things. Is there anything
Yes.
you can sense behind this door?
No, not particularly, and that's what has me nervous right now. Most of the evil from this place has diminished, but I'm still picking up a little bit of it. I just can't figure out where.
Interesting. Well,
Sebastian can open the door.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna toss it to Sebastian. You can open the door. Your
Don't
master
let the
has
little
commanded.
monkey open the door. It's so
It's-
cute.
It's an abomination, but sure.
Nah, monkey.
He's like, I would. It's like, do not call me an abomination.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, yes, I guess. he looks up at himself with all of his hands and he's just like, you know what? Never mind.
kind of figured.
See, he's adorable. Right, Aster?
Sure.
I don't know. I think his 6 arms are kind of weird.
Now that's
I think
discriminatory,
your
Aster.
flapping wings are your spitty little insect wings are really weird.
Hey, that's a fairy
I'd rip
tradition.
them off
Thank
and
you very
eat
much.
them.
Whoa.
Jayla,
Yes,
it's gonna eat my
I've
wings.
eaten many fairies.
Aster immediately flies into Jayla's hair.
I like this one, Prince Safarin.
Wow.
Where have you kept him?
Sebastian is my personal attendant at home.
Uh-huh.
I want a monkey as a personal
Yes.
attendant.
He's
Well,
not a
then,
monkey.
That is true.
I'm not a monkey.
Well, what are you then?
Thank you. I am Sebastian.
Oh, okay.
Loyal purveyor to the prince. For as
Well-
long as my contract remains.
Well,
You
Sebastian.
don't sound overly thrilled with that title of yours.
Can you
What's-
blame him?
Oh, being chained in eternal servitude to a lovely young man. He's like taps Sebastian's head, or he taps Zephyr's head.
Surprise.
Like, of course, what's not to like?
Wait, so
Darby
you
will.
said that you're in eternal servitude with him, but you said your contract needs to expire. Which is it?
It's
Yes.
both.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah,
That sounds about
Doug,
right to
Doug,
me.
For somebody who gambles a lot, you got to be careful where you make deals
Yes.
there, Aster.
this is Jayla talking.
Oh, Jayla.
Mhm.
You can never be too sure
Ah.
with these kinds of contracts. People like to swindle their way into what they want.
I guess that's
Yes.
true. All right, Sebastian, open the door, and Jayla will re-have her sword out and prepare for whatever
Uh,
horrible thing may
Darby
start
will
through.
produce a
He'll
card.
take the key. Yeah, he'll take the key and just like
What?
fly over there, put the key into the door, use his body to turn it, and he turns the key, and yeah, then tries to open the door.
All right, 1 second.
It's inside. It's 32 dragons. Ah.
All right.
Okay,
As the
thank you.
door, Sebastian sticks the key into the dragon's mouth and turns it. The dragon's mouth actually begins to descend slowly, and it begins to drop all the way down to the floor. And when it does that and hits the floor, you can actually then see the crack of the door having formed in there, and the door actually slides open, kind of like this, and reveals an opening, where you hear music coming from. As the door opens, a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door indicates that this chamber beyond has been sealed for ages. Dust, long undisturbed, covers every surface in this large gallery. The air here is stale. 3 alcoves are on the north wall, and 1 is in the south wall. Each alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal with a fist-sized crystalline globe resting on it. The globes in the northern alcove are cracked and dark, but the globe in the southern alcove glows with a soft blue light. Faint, tinkling notes issue from it. I need all of you to make me a wisdom save.
How sick. I
Ooh.
am not good at these. I lied. I'm great at these.
All right,
I'm not
I
good at
got
these.
13.
17 for me, and then for Sebastian, we're looking at
Okay, well, 11.
a 11.
Okay?
I got 21.
13.
Sentinel a 3.
A
So
3.
Jayla rolled a 19, Aster rolled a 7. For anyone who got under a 13, the music seemed to bewitch you, entrance you, with one mode of operation. I need to get out of this place and go back to the entrance of the holy city. I don't need to be here. It's
Question.
a terrible place to be. Yes,
Is this a charm?
it is a charm.
I have
If you are
advantage.
unable to be charmed, then you have advantage.
Yes, I have
or-
advantage against
Oh,
being
then
charmed currently. I'm not immune, but I have advantage, which did
Yeah.
not help. I still fail.
Okay, so if you fail on your turn, you want to get out of there.
Understandable.
Okay, let me
Who failed?
re-roll.
Anything under a
Arthur-
13.
Below a 13.
Arthur, Sebastian.
I didn't fail. I rolled a 13.
Oh, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that hits it.
Aster failed.
I fail.
Darby, Sebastian, and Sentinel, I believe.
Sounds all
Yep.
super fail.
Mhm.
Yeah. My second roll
Alright.
was a 6. Baited really good.
So immediately, Aster, like, her eyes kind of glaze over, and she's just like, I need to get out of here. And she just starts taking off. But before she can get anywhere, Jayla grabs onto her and is like fighting with her. And she's like, hey, where are you going right now?
No, she's
so the
got a point. Probably
The next person on our list is Darian. So Darian, you were not charmed, so you may act normally here.
Gotta be in and out.
I don't think Darian's gonna do too much. I think he's gonna hang back. He's gonna notice that Aster tried to dip out, but Darian's got a splitting headache, so he's just kind of like lean up against the wall as nothing seemed to have come through the door and kind of just rub his temples a little bit.
You guys can still hear the music, too, by the way.
Mhm.
So Sentinel, you were charmed by the music, so make your movement away towards the entrance of the city.
So, what? I can head here, and I kind of push past.
Yeah, Arthur's not gonna
Arthur
fight
and
you.
be
He's
like,
gonna
"Let's
move
get
right out
outta
of the way. He
here."
doesn't want to get attacked again.
Understandably
Yep.
so.
So Sentinel immediately just books it out of the room.
What the?
So there I am.
All right, Arthur, you'd be the next one on our list then.
What is going on here? And he's gonna kind of look at Aster and look at Sentinel blow past him. See Darian kind of still standing there, kind of looking at Prince Safarin and Darby. Do they look like they're about ready to turn tail? Do I see anything different about them?
Darby
Darby's eyeing the
definitely is
door.
beginning to. Yeah, Darby's
looking at
running
it.
for the door. Prince Safarin himself is fine, but Sebastian is. He's attached to a chain, right?
Yeah, Sebastian can't go more than 100 feet away from me. I mean, it's not a real physical chain. It's just kind
It's
of like a
mental chain almost.
Yeah.
Well, he's
it's a
more than
warlock-
100
it's
feet,
a
so
warlock
Sebastian
chain.
is following Sentinel right out the room right now.
Oh, I would tell him to stop, and he has to obey my commands.
Ooh. That's a toughie. I'm going to say that even though you have commands, he is still making his way out due to the charm. He is
Okay.
unable to contain himself. at
Do
this
we
moment.
hear, Safarin, did you say stop out loud, or was it mental?
No, I would tell him to stop out loud.
And to see that he is not stopping, I'm gonna be kind of like, okay, what the heck is going on here? I'm gonna, since I didn't actually get to see into the room, I've been back here. I'm gonna make my way to like, kind of the edge of the room and peer in to see what the heck's going on.
It's as I described to you. You hear the music is louder at this point, and the globes in these upper rooms here are all cracked, but there is a red one around here that seems to be spiraling and like glowing a vibrant red.
Oh, I thought you said it was blue.
Did I say it was blue? I like red better. It's now red.
Okay.
Okay. It is a red.
It changed from blue to red. That's what
All right.
happened.
All right.
Okay.
I got the charms and it went, all right, I did my job. Time to become red.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of stand here in the doorway and kind of see if I can get some of the other people to move forward with me, because I want to go in. I want to see what's going on here, but I don't want to be the only one going in. So.
Prince Safarin, you are the next on our list. You just watched your
Cool.
servant ignore your command and book it out of the room with Sentinel.
Well, I would then just use my action to put him in pocket tension and walk forward.
Okay, so
And
you're
then,
taking
I'd
Sebastian
walk
and
into
throwing
the
him into
room.
a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop. Badoop. 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 And yeah. I guess I'll
That's
just
your
go
hope?
right there, like go to the door.
Okay.
Yeah, because he wanted us to come to the door with him. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, perfect. Yep, so Sebastian tries to flee through the door. Prince Safarin, you snap your finger and your little companion immediately gets beamed into this pocket dimension where he now exists for the
Very
time being,
impressive.
and you make your way over to Arthur. Darby, get yourself out of that room.
Well, I'm assuming Darian doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna book it past him and go, nope, I'm good. I don't need what's in there.
Darian, do you stop him or no?
No, I let him go on by.
Okay. And Darian, you'd be next then.
Well, at this point, I've had two people run by me, and we're splitting up a little bit.
Three if you count. Whatever his name is.
Begrudgingly, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna try to tug on Sentinel a little bit. Maybe I catch like a tail feather or something. And
You catch a tail feather and Sentinel, it hurts. He caught your tail feather.
I'm gonna like begrudgingly go, sorry, Sentinel, I have a headache. Where are you going?
I gotta get out of here. You know, there's just, I don't really like this place. I got a bad feeling, and it's better to be outside.
And I'll
I
kind of like
agree.
grab Darby on the shoulder. Like, how far outside are you going?
The city, just out.
Oh,
Well,
why are you
think
leaving
we're-
him back
I think
there?
we're done here. Honestly, we don't need what's in there.
I mean, I agree with you, but we can't leave half of our group back there.
Well, they should follow then, shouldn't they?
Do they know it's the music that's doing this to them, or no? They just feel compelled to leave.
They just feel compelled to leave. You are unsure at this point.
Okay.
Sentinel.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Darian. Continue.
I was just saying, well, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be able to stop them, so
Mhm.
I'll probably use a little bit of. I can't remember how much I moved. Let me see.
You were like
Okay, I
here, I
moved
think,
like
right?
20.
Yeah,
I moved
so you
like
moved
20 feet. So I'm gonna start making my way back to here to grab everybody else and say, hey, they're leaving. Should probably go. Too.
Which is very uncharacteristic of me. I'd want that.
Sentinel, you are next. Move yourself.
Here, 30,
All
35,
right.
or whatever it is.
There we go.
Yep,
He's
Sentinel
booking it.
continues to book his way towards the door, and we will move to Arthur again.
I want to see what's in this room. So everybody needs to get a hold of themselves and figure out what the heck's going on. But I am actually going to step into the room. 5, 10, 15. Do I have a good view, or is the orb kind of blocked here?
You have a great view of it.
Okay.
It's just right there on that pedestal.
Does it look like something that would shatter or could be broken, or does it look like it's solid rock?
It's made of glass.
Oh, it's made of glass. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna get as close as I can without like the music being overbearing, and I'm going to take a whack at it with a scimitar.
It's actually
No, he's
down
gonna break it.
here.
Well, the
That's
other
like-
ones are broken.
It's like in the alcove here.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
need to move yourself 2 more if you can.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and give me an
Okay,
attack
that's-
roll with your scimitar.
Yeah, it's all 30 feet.
That is a a natural 1, so that'll be 7.
Oh, so you miss completely
Yeah.
because it's a 1. And as you go to it, you don't miss it because it's an inanimate object, but you go to strike it, and your scimitar almost bounces off it. The orb then begins to pulsate and spins faster. And Arthur, I need you to give me another wisdom save.
Come on. Ooh, that's good. That's gonna be a 14.
You need to get out of here.
Oh,
Really? Oh, why not?
You gotta
even
leave.
stronger this time.
Okay. So that was my full movement.
Yeah, that was
so
30
I'll
feet
be
and
stopped
Yeah,
action.
so your turn will end there. One thing you all realize is
Just
that the
wanna cut it
music
up
has
and
gotten increasingly louder after Arthur whacked at it with his scimitar. It's almost drowning out all thought. But we'll go to Prince Farin.
Okay. I'm gonna come over to the orb and. Oh wait, no. Oh, there's another door, I guess. Well, no, I'll go over to this place, and I can do like an Arcana check, right?
Yeah, go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
On the orb to see what it is. Oh, that's not really great. It's a 4.
A 4. It seems to be some type of magical orb, but it's difficult to determine what it is, or what it's necessarily doing right now. You will say, though, Prince Farin, from your times in your kingdom, there'd be enchanted magical items that would play music before, so this isn't anything super new.
Yeah, no, I don't see what's going on. Also, I will just reappear Sebastian now in
Okay.
front of the orb. Tell him to go grab it.
So Sebastian goes and he grabs onto the orb, and I'll need another wisdom save from him.
Yes.
Come on, Sebastian, break it.
Wisdom.
Well, I guess what is he doing with it? real
Natural
quick?
1.
Is he just grabbing it,
Ye-
or is he trying to smash it?
Yeah, he's just grabbing it. No, he's
Okay.
trying to like pick it up.
Okay. I actually won't make him do a save for that one then if he's just picking it up. Sorry. So he has this orb in his
Oh,
hand now.
Sweet. Awesome. Come on, let's go.
Where are you going with it?
I mean, I've moved as far as I can move, so we're gonna leave.
So Darby, you may keep moving if you would like.
All right, 30 feet into
No,
the
come
eastern
on! I
direction.
want to see what's in this dang room. Ah,
You still
Darian,
can,
you
just
did the
without
thing.
us.
Darian, you are next.
come on, Darian.
I'm gonna
Is
go
Jalen not
here.
getting a turn, Ethan?
Technically, we're in exploration, so I usually don't give my NPCs, but at the end of this, I will, because she's just kind of hanging out with Aster right now as you guys do this.
She's probably
I'm
trying to
gonna
figure out what's
come
going on with
into this
Aster.
room.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna come into this room and say, hey, Sentinel and Darby are long gone. And they probably shouldn't be alone around here, so let's get out of
I
town.
definitely shouldn't know.
Why would you want to leave? We did so much to get this key.
Did we though? We killed 2 dragons is what we did.
There's something valuable over here, dang it.
Oh, definitely.
That's
I
my
can't
turn,
help
I
that,
moved.
man. I'm out. I'm leaving.
No, keep moving.
It's not up to me. I didn't make that choice.
Don't fall in the hole.
Yeah, you'll be able to go around the hole, no issue.
So I assume we know the hole's there and aren't gonna just jump into it.
Arthur, back to you.
You need to leave.
I'm failing. There's no way to make any more wisdom saves. You're just gone, right?
Nope, you need to get out of here.
20, 25, 30. That's my movement.
All right, so Jayla's going to go, and kind of seeing what's going on here, she's going to go 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Aster will go with her. She'll look to you, Prince Safari, and say, have Sebastian toss the orb this way.
I will snap my fingers and point, and have Sebastian do that.
All right, so Sebastian tosses
Poor
the orb at Jayla. She can take a swing at it, and she will hit it, and do. Where's my D10? Oh, max damage. So as the orb comes flying her way, Jayla with her longsword slices through it, and the orb immediately just shatters, and glass and particles just go everywhere. Its light
Nice.
immediately dies out. Anyone who was charmed by it is no longer charmed by it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I had the right idea. I just
We could've-
failed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm
Crazy
not
magic.
like level
We could've
11, so
kept it.
I'm not immune to charms currently.
Crazy magical orbs.
I didn't know you
Well-
were going to. Didn't know you were going to break it. It was such a lovely song.
It was, but I think it was causing a little bit of a hiccup with our friends there. Arthur, how are you feeling?
Better now. I tried to smash it, and that thing did not like that idea very much. I should have shot it. Note to self: shoot first.
Good first question.
Ask questions later.
Yeah. Hey, it worked with the necromancer downstairs. I should have just remembered.
There you go. So for Darby and Sentinel, you guys have made your way where you are, obviously, and you've kind of snapped out of it. And Sentinel and Darby, you're kind of like, where am I right now? Like, you don't consciously remember being where you are or traveling here.
Why am I alone in this room? Sentinel's just chilling on the
No
stairs.
one answers because you're alone.
Oh.
I would recognize this room, right, as the room that entered in. It's probably fairly familiar.
Yeah, you're on the stairs there. This is definitely where you guys came from, so you'd know it.
Well, and I probably don't remember where everybody else is, right?
Nope, you are on these stairs. No one is around you. I will say the door behind you is probably still open, so you might see Darby just like standing there dumbfounded.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
He'll remember where he was originally, right? He just lost the time
Yes.
for when he heard his.
Yes,
yeah,
he will
so,
remember where he was originally.
Yeah,
So you just think you teleported,
Okay.
essentially.
I'm just looking around like, what is going
Yeah.
on? Where am? Oh, okay, that's the goblin. That's the draconic. How did I get back here? Hi, Sentinel. What? Hi, why were you out there? Are we leaving?
I don't know. I don't think we were. We were just.
Did we get
Hey,
it?
we were about to go in some room. I mean, I don't remember.
Sebastian opened the door, and now I'm here. And that's it.
I
Did we
don't
get
know.
the things?
One of those weird things happened to me. Can I teleport? Can I
mean, you can.
Can I just go places
Which is
and
obviously
take
close.
you with me?
I mean, you seem
I
kind of
don't
far
know.
away for it to be teleporting me with you.
Should we just head back to that room and see if they're still there?
I suppose. I don't hear
If not,
any-
we can just leave and see if
yeah.
everybody's outside.
I guess. Darby will start
Alright.
making his way.
All right, if you guys want to make your way back, Arthur and Astra both snapped their way out of their kind of trance. As Jayla and Prince Safarin are discussing why she destroyed the orb.
Oh yeah, I wasn't super happy about that. But if it was affecting my friends negatively, I guess I'll be cool.
If it helps at all, Prince Safarin, I'll buy you an orb when we get back to town. How's that sound?
Oh. Okay. That sounds fine with me.
Only reason I thought to break it is the other 3 in those alcoves are broken as well, so I think this trap was much stronger at one point. And so I was thinking maybe the only reason why it was affecting us
I
when the
see.
door opened rather than throughout the city was because there was only one left. Just my thought process. And typically people put things that make you leave in front of things they don't want you to take, which means
That is true.
something
Oh,
valuable.
so then we should leave.
We
No.
haven't taken.
I did not know this was some sort of thing.
No,
we
no,
should
no.
not take anything out of here then.
Prince Safarin, if somebody doesn't want you to take something,
That
typically
you
means
should
it's
take
pretty
it.
valuable.
Yeah.
But they do not want you to take it, and it is not yours.
Until we do. In which case it is.
Well, before this conversation continues to go nowhere, Darby's gonna put on his mage armor just in case.
Okay.
Bring himself up
Prince
to
Safarin,
17.
you are next for exploration initiative.
There's a door.
I guess I'll
There's
have
the door.
Sebastian open this other door.
He is able to open it without issue, which reveals a hallway with another door. That black thing is now a door. I forgot to put a door there.
That is okay.
The air is still in this 20-foot long corridor, which leads to another closed stone door.
A lot of doors. Real fake doors, huh?
Okay, well. Am I allowed to do another thing?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Sebastian, open that other door.
Okay.
Do it.
How does Sebastian travel to the other door?
Fly.
Okay, so he flies over to the other door, and he is able to freely push it open,
Yay!
which will reveal
What's behind it?
another room, which I will also read once more people get over there.
Ooh, big one.
Okay, yep, that's what I've done.
All right, we will bump onto Darby then.
Well, the monkey flew. I can't do that.
Correct. He is not a monkey. He would say too.
I am not a flying Sebastian. What do I got in my inventory? What can I throw in here just in case? I don't particularly have anything to throw. Zafarin, Prince Zafarin.
Hmm?
Your little
Yes.
companion can fly. I assume that means if the floor were to come out underneath him, he'd be able to catch himself before anything bad happened.
I would like to think so.
So perhaps he could.
Flying is exactly not falling down.
Yeah,
It's the opposite.
that is the opposite of falling down. Perhaps he could make sure there's nothing in the room. Because if they've got one trap,
Okay.
you can bet they have more.
I will have Sebastian like just push on the ground a whole bunch of times.
In this room here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
The
gonna
moment
sigh
Sebastian
and be like,
The moment Sebastian gets to this middle area right here and he jumps, a pressure plate audibly goes doo-doo, and arrows shoot out at him. What's Sebastian's AC? Does Sebastian even have AC?
he has 13.
Oh, I rolled really bad. An 8. So as these arrows from the wall just shoot out at him, he kind of is able
Yeah,
to slide himself
Sebastian!
around. So Sebastian just matrixes his way around these arrows. But yeah, you notice that when that pressure plate was activated, arrows shot out from here, here, and here. So there are 3 spots the arrows shoot from.
But it was specifically the dead center. That the
That-
pressure plate was?
Well, so you pushed on multiple areas. So technically, here I'll just reveal it at this point since he did.
Oh.
He did reveal the trap. All of that will activate the arrows.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to. Oh wait, it's not my turn yet, but I know what I'm
No.
going to do.
I'm
It does look like it's really like
That's
one
so
large
dumb.
pressure plate, not like a bunch of little ones. So
Is there a way I can?
I know what I'm going to do.
Is the orb still in this room? The broken fragments of it?
yeah, and there's all the other busted orbs up at the top here too.
How it's like basically 2 cracked holes and then a couple of shards everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go over, grab the 2 halves, and just chuck them on the plate, and see if it
All right,
keeps it
so
depressed.
You toss them on the plate. It's not heavy enough to keep it depressed.
Okay. Well, that was my idea. I got nothing else. I mean, I don't want to get shot.
Darian, we'll move on to you then.
All right.
Don't trip.
Shut up. I have too much of a headache. to
Since
deal
freeing,
with.
talking is a free action, I'm gonna kind of shout at the party. Well, Darian's kind of close to me. I'm gonna kind of seeing what Darby was doing, just kind of motion to Darian that behind us. I remember the DM describing the room that we walked in here. That this wall was kind of crumbling. Like this one was ornate and fine, but the rest of the room was kind of in a disarrayed state. So there might be some pieces we can
Probably.
pick up and depress the plate that way.
There's also the hobbling corpse,
Just to let you know, but
Well,
it's your
further
turn,
away.
so you do what you want.
but it's in the room right above it. You left it there.
I will sigh and go grab a rock.
Okay,
A
move yourself
big
to.
rock.
So as you move there and grab a rock, as you pull it away, you see kind of something move from under the rubble, and a giant rat jumps out and attacks you.
Oh wow,
Rude.
it's not cool.
So this will be a free. Oop! I dropped my die. Free surprise attack.
He cannot be surprised.
He cannot be surprised. So Darian, roll a dex or initiative with me to see who goes first.
Hip.
That alert feat, man.
25.
You go first. You may make an attack on the rat.
That's awesome.
Ah,
The rat
Plus eight
surprises you,
damage.
but not actually because you're alert.
Doesn't.
Man, that alert feat, so good.
Oh, I almost got a nat 20. 22 to hit with my quarter.
See,
That will
staff.
definitely hit the. That'll hit the rat. Roll for DiMaggio.
Oh, but do we have rats on here already? I don't know if we do actually.
You do. You do.
8
Have we killed
damage.
some before?
Eight.
Oh, we did kill a couple of rats.
So as the rat jumps out at you, Darian, you can kind of see it. Like as you see it move, you immediately like grab your staff and pull it out. The rat jumps out, and you just bash it over the head as it's flying at you, and just immediately kill it. And it falls over dead.
I'm so fucking sick
You
of
made
this.
Ratatouille on the side of the rubble.
Oh, poor Remy.
nice.
Yeah, we killed Remy. What are you gonna do with yourself?
Now this restaurant will never take off.
D&D stream sponsored by Disney Pixar. Sponsor us, Disney.
Oh, God, they'll never do it. They don't
Got
sponsor
it.
anyone.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it
Oh
down.
God.
All right. You can freely pick up a rock now if you'd like, or a big boulder or something.
I'm gonna grab a hefty rock.
Another giant rat.
Another giant. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so you have
A
you have
third giant rat.
All the rats.
Yep. So you've got this
Giant
big
rat.
rock thing, and if you'd like to move yourself over, you can place it on the pressure plate.
A Tarat.
I will take the free movement due to the gracious DM, and I'll stand here and just yeet the boulder rock.
It's a little heavy for you to throw, so give me a strength roll.
Even if it's a little toss and roll, I'm cool with that. Wow, 2 19s in a row.
Jeez. Calm it down.
Oh, I only have +1 strength, so non-natural 20.
That will be enough for you to yeet the rock onto the pressure plate. As it hits with a loud boom, you actually can see the plate shoot down and the arrows fire out and then cease. But the plate remains depressed.
There we go.
Aw.
I have medication for that now.
Yeah, send it to therapy.
Yeah.
So Sentinel, you are next on our list here. Vols.
That took me a second. Give medication.
So the plate is
instead of
depressed.
therapy. It is very
Plate-
depressed.
The plate is in
Yeah.
therapy.
It's borderline suicidal.
Oh,
Are arrows flying or anything
No
like that?
arrows.
Or
After
what?
after the plate depressed and the three
Shooting.
arrows
Just
shot
an
out.
infinite amount of arrows. seemingly restocking itself.
After the plate depressed and the 3 arrows shot out, there are no additional arrows firing from it.
Cool.
Okay,
So then
can
I
I
walk
actually,
across.
See if there's any intact arrows I can take.
Yeah, I'll say you can get 3 arrows from that.
Nice.
Nice.
So Sentinel passes into the room. If everyone else would like to join them, you're more than welcome to.
Nice.
Because dust fills the
Oh, okay.
halls
I'd love to walk around.
like a layer of gray snow. In the rounded northern end of the chamber stands a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon carved from red-veined white marble.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There appears to be no doors in this room either. It just seems to end. This is it.
All right. How
Well,
we
I mean,
scaling
you
this
guys all
statue?
know the last time
Not much of a
I
haul.
touched a dragon head.
I don't know if taking a
So
statue.
someone else want to go up to it?
I'm not touching.
Is there
that.
anything like written on it or anything?
Doesn't look like it. It is
Just
just a
there.
large dragon statue. Before, all of the writings too were like on the underside of its like neck or whatever on the back, so you have to would go up and take a look at it to see.
A statue, huh? A very nice
Whose
statue.
exploration turn is it?
Technically, it's
Okay.
Sentinel still.
Yeah.
And I am foregoing
Yeah.
since the last time I did something,
Arthur, it is
Alright.
yours.
I got attacked and
Arthur's
almost
going to
died.
approach the
So
statue. Cautiously,
Arthur's-
but he's going to approach
you-
the statue.
Arthur, as you cautiously approach the statue, immediately it almost seems to spring to life. Its neck begins to move and it kind of cranes itself and looks down at you. And from its open, gaping mouth, it says, "We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?"
Arthur's going to kind of look around and then say stars.
As you say stars, the wall here on the west disappears, which I can't really show very well,
That's okay.
revealing this chambered room.
Oh. boy.
I'm just going to turn around and go, come on, guys, it's a riddle.
And 1 second here, I will actually draw a. There you go. That's where the opening is.
Well,
So,
good job.
was
I
it
guess.
some sort of fairy tale? Or do you really not have any stars during the day?
Did you not look up during the daytime ever in the sky?
Oh, I didn't know if that was just here in this particular country or just,
No, that's,
in general.
well, I mean,
Just the one during the day, really.
yeah,
Unless
the big
Elyssia
bright
has
one.
2 sons or 3 sons.
They do not.
we know.
Elyssia has 1 son. 2 moons, though.
I mean, not that Darby would know this, but technically the stars are always out because that's just how light works and how
Hey,
stars
so
work.
that just
Yes.
the one. But
as far as we would be able to tell,
do we
is
know
the
that
thing.
science?
Yeah, I don't know if that science has been discovered yet.
it was a good guess.
That is unfortunate.
But technically,
Stars are very
science facts at D&D session time. Stars are always out in the sky. You just can't see them because it's too bright.
So as the room opens, you get a pretty good look in there. Dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the walls, 3 to the north and 3 to the south. Each alcove, except the southwest one, holds a humanoid figure carved of red-veined white marble. The figures resemble tall elves in plate armor. A stone archway at the west end of the hall opens into a wide room from which greenish light glows. A dark pit is situated before the archway.
You said the every single one of these alcoves except for this one, the southwest one, has a marble statue in it.
Correct.
You said they were all elves in armor, right?
Yes, they're all elves in armor.
Does it specify, like, is it just a variety of elves, or are they all the same kind of elf?
They all see it seems to be the same exact kind of statue. But give me a perception check, Darby.
Okay.
Also, everyone move yourselves in this room if you guys are exploring it.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
what's that? I gotta. Ooh, wow. All right, that's bad. That's a nat 1, which means 4.
Every statue in this room looks the same. No
Okay.
changes, no differences.
I
And
guess
there's
I'll
this,
be
like I
positioned
said, there's
by a
this dark
statue
pit
since I'm
that's
looking
right
around
here.
at them.
Prince Safarin, you'd be next on our exploration order.
Okay. And what's a I don't really know exactly what to do. I'm looking at this room. There's not much in it.
Big poozle.
I will. Let's see if there's something particular I can do. Nope. I would. I'd ask Sebastian what he thinks we should do, and he's gonna be like, "I don't think, Master. You know that. I simply follow orders. Please touch anything at all."
He's real eager to get out of that
There you go.
contract.
He's just looking for me to do something. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna hang out.
Darby, you'd be the next one then.
Well, I looked at the statues. They all look the same. It's just this big. Is it just like the southwest thing? Is it just like like just empty? There's nothing
It's
there.
just empty. It looks like a statue could go there, but it's just empty.
Let's see. Well, I'm with Safarin. I don't know what to do. All the statues look the same. There's a missing one.
Darian, then you are next.
I
We're
did
just
my
hanging
thing
out
technically
now.
already. I looked at the statues and they all look the same to me.
Alright,
so.
I'm gonna walk along the north wall here, and as I go along, look at the statues, see if I can notice anything distinguishing about them versus
Give
the
me a
ones that are across.
Give me a perception check.
I think I know what the solution to the puzzle is.
24.
24. All the statues look the same. They all appear to be hard fitted into the ground. But as you look at this statue right here, Darian, you notice that it almost seems to be set in the ground, not that it's like attached to the ground.
I'll point out to the group that it looks like we can move that one.
Sentinel, you're strong.
Alright. I'll walk over to it and try to push it.
Okay, give me a athletics roll, Sentinel. And where would you like to push it to?
To the empty spot, if I can.
Okay, that is no problem. Give me that athletics roll.
6.
This statue is incredibly heavy, Sentinel, and as you have no arms to pull or push it with, you have to use your head, in which you are trying to push the thing with your head, and it's not quite budging. Would someone like to help him?
Now that I think about it, that makes
Yeah,
a lot
please,
of sense.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, J-Level.
Help
Sebastian can help.
I'm not-
Jayla and
too
Sebastian will
strong.
help you, so go ahead and take an advantage on that.
I'm not a big, strong
Alright.
man. I'm tough, but I'm not strong.
9.
God.
Still not able to be moved is Jayla and
Oh my
Sentinel
God.
tug on this.
Someone else help me.
I'm not an athletics boy.
Technically, Arthur, you're next on the list. Well, no, Sentinel, you're next on the list, which you just did that. So Arthur, you're next on the list.
Arthur's gonna walk over to the statue and see if he can help move it.
All right, and you will still have help from everyone, so you may do this at advantage.
All right.
About to need everyone, aren't we?
Is it athletics?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God. 9 with advantage.
Still the same problem. You guys cannot, but all of you are
We're gonna
working
need the
on
whole
statue.
party to move this.
I rolled a 3 and a
Not
7.
budget.
Ooh.
I am going to say that you are unable to move this statue, unfortunately.
Okay.
So we'll go back to the
Wait.
top with Prince Farin.
It just won't move.
How much does that statue weigh approximately?
Right. I was about to ask if you could do that.
I would say it's probably not more than
Levitate.
400 or 500 pounds.
There you go.
Hmm.
Not more than 400 or 500. That's within the
I
limitation.
don't want to use it for. I'm not using it for this because I might have to use it later, depending
Understandable.
on what we do. I'm
Oh,
not just
so bad.
moving statues around. That's not my move. And that's also menial labor for,
And for Sebastian.
not
Yeah.
kings or princes. And what's up here again?
So as you approach the
What's up
pit
in this
and you
spot?
The pit.
kind of look down, it is infinitely dark down there. You can't actually see. You would need a light source of some kind.
Ah, okay. Sebastian, come over here, please. And Sebastian will come over to me, and then he will look down into the pit. And Sebastian has dark vision and magical dark vision. So,
Yep. So what
I
Sebastian
will use
sees-
my. Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
I'd say what Sebastian
no.
sees, and maybe you in turn, are a bunch of spike pits. It's like a spike pit, almost like a punji pit.
Mm-hmm.
However, the
Okay.
sides are not full of spikes, so you could actually climb yourself down and walk along the edges and climb up.
Ah. There is a spike pit down here, full of spikes pointing up. And on the other side is what?
From what you can tell, it's pretty dark. It's just another room that's at this level, essentially.
Oh. Okay.
But as you are and as Sebastian are admiring this, a small creature darts out from the side. He was kind of hiding like over in this area. And he flies over to you, and he was going to take a swing.
Ah.
I'm rolling like awful tonight, so that is a
Apparently we are too.
13 to hit.
Me or Sebastian?
You.
Oh, that's hit. That hits then.
All right, so he comes up and smacks you with a claw, which will do.
Yes.
So it's going to do 6 piercing damage and then 6 poison damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Holy buckets. Okay.
What is this thing?
I don't know.
6 poison.
Like a little gremlin to
That's
me.
a lot. That's like almost half my health. Constitution saving throw is 12 total.
You pass then. You are okay. And as the creature
Okay.
comes up and swipes at you, Prince
Ugh.
Safar, it just yells
Ugh.
out, "I am Jot, Defender of the Tomb!"
Ooh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just roll
Roll,
initiative.
chat.
Yeah, go ahead, everyone. Give me a
So
quick
it's-
initiative roll.
Tomb.
Here, let me go ahead and get this everyone in
Aw.
here real quick.
Ugh.
I rolled bad initiative for the first time in the whole campaign.
I rolled pretty bad too. It's okay.
That's an 18 from me.
Big 10. Let's go. Right in the mid. Feels
Oh, I
bad.
love my new abilities. 25, baby, let's go.
All I got was a fancy
Yeah,
necklace.
I'm not.
I had a new spell slot, and all my spells are now. Well, not a new spell slot, but a new spell, and all my spells are level 2.
Prince Safar, and don't forget to subtract your health from your roll 20.
Oh, from the roll 20. Yeah.
Everyone in there?
Boop-a-doop,
I
boop-a-doop.
believe so.
Yep.
I did the math wrong. That's 23.
Arthur.
I didn't know they actually already added my charisma onto my initiative plus, so technically I'm only 23, not 25.
Still a good roll.
I've seen
And
that
you're
they did
next
that.
there. Arthur?
Yeah.
You kind of, as you guys are trying to move the statue, you just all of a sudden hear Prince Safarin kind of shout out as this kind of creature just comes and swipes him and then yells, "I'm Jot, Defender of the Tomb."
Right. So Arthur is going to unhook both of his scimitars from his back, run over. He goes, "Well, Jot, Defender of the Tomb, I am Arthur, Killer of Jot," and he's going to take 2 swings at him.
Go ahead and give me
The
a roll.
scimitars.
Bonus action.
That is 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead and just make your roll with sneak attack. You don't need the second. I don't think you're going to need the second attack.
Yeah, I mean, he might roll all ones. You never know.
I don't think he's going to need the second attack.
I don't know how much health it has, but if you're saying that, I assume that. How would you spell jet? J-A-T-T?
Oh no, this is a specific creature. It's called a Quasit. A Quasit. Quasit.
That's gonna be because 2d6 plus that was 2d6 plus the 1d6, so that's gonna be 14 damage.
Hey, that's double its health. You immediately,
Killed it twice.
as you run up, you just run up and go, I am Arthur, Slayer of Jot. You just slice it in two, and the thing's just like, and just hits the ground as it blood splatters.
Are you all right, Prince?
Like I'm like currently just like not bleeding, but like there's like a lot of
Losing
like
air.
and
Leaking.
steam coming off of me. Yeah.
He sounds like a
ugh.
balloon with the air
Yeah.
being let out.
Oh,
If
like,
anyone would like it, I could
that
offer
is
some
not
healing.
good.
Well, Sentinel did a pretty good number on a good number.
Well, you
yes,
some of them.
healing depending on
I
who you
would
want to.
very much enjoy this.
All right, so
Like all coming out of me.
Jayla, Prince of Fire and Jayla will offer you 5 points of healing to her lay on
I'll
hand.
take it.
She's got 10 more. I know people got beat up from Sentinel, so Arthur, you
would
get
like
5 more.
Yeah.
Anyone else want the last 5, or you want her to save it? Jayla, she's a healing circle right now. She's ready to lay hands on you boys.
I'll have her. I'll let her save it unless someone else wants to use it. But I'll save. She should save it just in case.
Okay.
Might
Darian,
need
do
it
you
if
want
someone
any
goes
or
down.
no?
I think I'm. Screw it, I'll take it.
Okay, give yourself 5. Jayla is now exhausted of healing pool points.
I think I can get one shot at the HP I was at.
She does still have like cure wounds and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
So Prince Safaran, you now know what is down in this pit. If you would like to relay it to the party,
Oh, I did. I remember I shouted there was a spike
yeah.
pit.
you did.
You tell us that there's a area where we can like walk around down there, or no?
I believe so.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell
remember.
you that you can climb down, walk through the spikes, and climb over. I guess, and climb back up. I'll say, excuse me, like, is it my turn to do exploration stuff?
You were, but if you'd like to keep going, go ahead, Prince Safaran.
Okay, because I was gonna say like I'd have Sebastian fly to the other side and see if there's any more people in there.
Okay. Would you like him to do that?
Yes.
All right. So Sebastian flies over, and as I said, it was a dark room, but he's able to relay this to you. Violet marble
Yes.
tiles cover the floor and walls, though all are cracked or broken, revealing rough-hewn stone beneath. Sconces are attached to the walls at each corner. One holds a torch that burns with a greenish fire. A marble sarcophagus, easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's center. The coffin is carved with imagery of Lords of Call, and the head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon. Rusty iron clasps lock the lid down firmly.
Interesting.
Oh. Okay. Maybe we leave this alone. Well, Prince Zephyrin doesn't understand why this would be ominous in any particular way. So I'm going to have Sebastian come back.
Okay.
So what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20.
25.
He can look, comes back. Yeah, comes back because he has 40-foot fly speed, so
That's
he's
fine.
gonna come back to me. I'll tell everybody there's basically what you said, and I'll wait to see what everybody else is planning on doing about that.
Darby, you'd be the next one up on the list then.
Well, how do
There
we
is a
feel
very
about
large box in there with quite a list of.
how do we feel about grave robbing?
I don't like it.
I know you don't. But everyone else, Jayla, Arthur, Sentinel.
I don't really know if I'm okay with grave robbing specifically, but given this place, I might not be against seeing what it is either. If we don't take anything.
Could be a valuable artifact. Sebastian said it was something of the old Lords of Call. Wouldn't that be valuable to you, Jayla?
And that's why I'm interested in opening the sarcophagus.
But what if inside is also Big scary
Curiosity.
monsters.
Let's put it under morbid curiosity. Well, if it's a big scary monster, then we'll just run.
Across a spike pit?
Sure. I've done stupider.
Well, yeah.
Sentinel, what's your opinion on this? You've
Yeah,
been
how do you
quiet.
feel? The statue's heavy.
He's still
Yeah.
struggling to
He's
move
still
it.
trying to push it.
I'm still pushing the statue.
It just won't move.
No, I don't know. You know, what's the harm in just checking it out a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that I want to be in the room when that happens, so I'm going to stay over here.
Of course.
I'm a little weakened, so, you know, I want to tempt fate any further.
Oh yeah, of course you're weakened. That's why you don't want to go over.
Lady Luck is a cruel mistress, Darian. That's why you don't trust her.
So Darby, you opt to do nothing for this exploration.
Yeah, I mean, I'll like walk up like close to the pit, but I'm not gonna go across. I'm gonna stay over here. I'll have a card prepped in case something comes out that seems dangerous or like that is aggressive.
Darian, you would be the next one then.
Alright, well, I have absolutely no interest in cracking open this old sarcophagus, so while they're putzing around, I'm just gonna... I know, like, I've already looked at the statues. I'm not gonna try to move them, I'm just looking at them, admiring the craftsmanship. Wandering
I will
around.
remind everyone too that the sarcophagus room was dark enough, even with the little green flame, that you could not see the sarcophagus from the other side of the pit,
Even through dark vision?
even through dark vision.
Okay. Why do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I'm just
It's
gonna be
difficult.
checking out these statues.
Sentinel, then you're the next exploration initiative, buddy.
Can I fit down in the
it-
pit and walk
It'd
around
be a
safely?
tight fit for you. You'd definitely be sucking in that chicken breast, but you can get your way down there, make your way around, and get your way back up.
All right, I'd do that.
Anyone like to join him on the other side?
Yeah, Arthur will.
I would.
Prince of Farin, go ahead. And Jayla will go over there with Aster. Sentinel. The sarcophagi stands before you. As I said, it's made of marble. Has imageries of Lords of Call. You can kind of tell from their robes and the symbols on their robes. And the head of the sarcophagi is that of a dragon. Rusty hinges hold it in place.
Okay, I'll go over to it and try to. Is there any way? Is it just like I flip it open, or
It'll require
Shove
a bit
the
of force,
top?
but nothing you need to roll for. You can definitely flip it up without too much issue.
okay?
Eric, is your cat just randomly staring up at nothing in the back there?
He is staring at the fireplace as if there's something there. It is mysterious and
Well,
quite
Everybody
frankly
say
freaking me
goodbye
out.
to. So bye to
Santa
our
Claus is
Santa
coming.
Claus.
So I guess
That
it really
house
is
is about to
Christmas
be-
in July, huh?
Yeah.
Old Saint Nick's coming down the old chimney here.
Sure, Saint Nick. That's the one you have to be worried about.
It
Yeah.
comes to take.
Not Krampus.
All right, Sentinel, you flip up the lid, and I have things to read.
Yes.
What is this boy?
After
As you
10,000
pull-
years,
Sword throw.
I'm free. It's reader
As you
repulsive.
pull the lid of the sarcophagus, as you pull the lid of the sarcophagus, you expect to smell the stench most foul. However, you mind a perfectly preserved body. Expecting it to be dead, you gasp as its fingers move. The figure is adorned in long, flowing robes that look undamaged from the years. An iron mask with only slits for the eyes, nose, and mouth are present. The body sits up and looks to you. With a raspy voice, it says, "Am I now free?"
I mean,
Mhm.
you know, that's up to you to define. I mean, you're not trapped in that box, but I don't, you know,
What is?
are you free to do
What
whatever? I
is
don't know.
freedom?
You got what is free?
Not
But from what I can gather, yeah, you're free.
As you say,
I
this,
freed
Sentinel,
you. I, Sentinel. The great guardian fowl has freed you.
Oh, no.
Well, that's gonna come back to haunt you for sure.
The figure rises, standing a good deal taller than you. He almost seems taller than the average person at about 7 feet tall.
Wow, he's big.
Hello.
There
You were in a
are
box.
many of you. A bird, a man, a demon. He steps out of the box. I am Belethar, Lord of Call, destined to silence the beckoning.
Oh. Hello, my name is Prince Safarin of the Empire. And it is good to meet a fellow, a man of station.
Good to meet you as well. It has been a long time since I have spoken to anyone, but I do not know how long.
Neither do we. You were inside of this strange box in this very oddly lit room. It took a lot to get over here, by the way.
I was here, punished by the other Lords of Call for an eternity.
Why were you punished?
Because I unleashed a calamity upon this city. I am the one that nearly destroyed the holy city and the Lords of Call that remained.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, then it seems they are right for punishing you, then. It is good that you realize your error.
Yes, err. I have erred in many ways. The calamity. We caused the calamity. What is the state of the city? Have the Lords of Gaul reclaimed it, restored it to its former glory?
Well, unless your Lords
No,
of Call are a
everybody's
bunch of
trying-
hoblings. I don't think so.
Those
No.
foul beasts occupy my city.
Quite extensively. Well, not as many as there were when we came. These people over here did a very good job of killing many of them. However, the entirety of your infrastructure, as well as your castle and surrounding lands, look dismal, to say the least. It looks very, very bad. Not a servant or house person in sight. I have not been offered a drink or a place to rest my feet since I have arrived here.
I apologize for such things. If you say what you
I
say is
accept your
true,
apology.
if this is true, and the holy city lays in ruin, then the beckoning has overtaken Elyssia, and the dead are destroying the living, or have destroyed them.
No, that's not true either.
No.
There's a whole bunch of people who are crystallized outside on your front lawn, but other than that, there's not been a beckoning for, well, today Tuesday, 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
Yes, I have not seen one of them except for on my screen, and I don't even remember how long ago it was.
Then was the calamity not a calamity? Were we able to do it? Were we able to cease beckonings once and for all?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of turn to
Seems
Jayla.
like it.
Just gonna kind of look at Jayla. This is kind of your area of expertise. I'm not even.
I have honestly no clue what he's even talking about. I have never heard of a calamity or anything that he's talking about.
It is okay. Many people here seem to be of the understanding that reality does not work as it certainly does. We saw people who thought dragons were wolves or wolves were dragons. It is very confusing. Your lordship, is it possible that you do not have the mental faculties to remember what it is you are saying, as you have been stuck in a box?
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. A calamity most foul, brought forth by my hands. I was selected appointed to end the beckoning. I received the greatest honor a Lord of Gaul could receive. Yet I was a coward. No one knows the truth of the artifacts. No one knows what the Lords of Gaul must suffer through. Our Lord Greece may have been the first, but the artifacts are no longer of him. No. The Lord of Gaul who silences the beckoning will expend the artifacts of old, and he will take their place. His soul will burn and hold back the endless dead. This endless burning will exist until there is nothing left of his soul. A near eternity of endless pain, until the end of the Lord of Gaul, until the other ones bring forth another. Rip my voice today.
It'd be like that. I feel
Jayla,
bad.
does any of this make sense to you? Apparently, your Lord of Gaul's our king, isn't he?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I... Sorry, guys. I need to
Shot.
step in here.
She's just in
Lord.
so much
Ayla's
shock.
raspy.
Super
Sorry.
shock, Jayla. Oh, Lord.
I can't believe
Give me 5 minutes. I drank all my water. If I'm doing this, I
Okay,
gotta go
go,
some more.
go.
So here's our
Oh, that's
regularly
fine.
scheduled break.
All right, here we
It is
go.
about that time.
Perfect.
Hi, we're back.
Hi, we're back.
Yeah.
After our very short regular, we've had 2 breaks this session because
Yeah.
I murdered my voice. But anyways,
Two very
We're
short
sponsored
so-
by 2 breaks.
Two breaks.
my 2 breaks. Twix.
Subsidiary of
Breakers.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, so anyway, Arthur, you asked Jayla if she understood what was going on, and her response is, I have no idea. This is the first I've ever heard of this before. It's always been the artifacts of Greece that stopped the beckonings before. And the Lord of Gaul, I don't know what he's talking about. What did you say your name was? Belethor? You surely must be mistaken. This is all impossible. It is not impossible. I feared nothing more as a child. I was chosen and groomed for this fate. I prayed a beckoning would never come, and that I would die like all of the other children of old age while I slept.
About the transition.
Then the signs began. The dead began to rise, and I was called forth for my duties. But I refused them. The endless beckoning drained away the Lords of Gaul. All knew their horrid fate, but said nothing. There were some of us who resisted it. We thought we could end beckonings on our own accord. We devised a plan to use the artifacts with dark necromancy. If necromancy brought forth the dead, surely it could end it. But we were wrong. It did not. A miasma spread through the holy city. Many ceased to exist, their bodies turning to dust before our eyes. Friends, family, servants, nothing but dust as they were overtaken by the miasma. Those that fought to stop us and attempted to enter the city were frozen in crystal, banished to an endless fate that is neither living nor death. Their souls consumed by the dark magic that we believed would be our salvations. What Lords of Gaul remained ceased our spell, and I was the only one left. And I would be the one to suffer this punishment. Men are fleeting. Men can be replaced. This is a tragedy, but one that could be restored. I've ruined more than that, though. I've ruined more than Lords of Gaul dying, more than people being frozen in crystal outside this place. I used the artifacts. I cast a spell upon them to cease the beckonings. Woe is my existence. I live while so many die, but the artifacts, they were consumed in fire. God, our very salvation destroyed by my hands. And yet you claim no beckoning has destroyed us yet. So is our world in shambles without salvation, or have I made it whole in some way?
You would have to ask someone who is from here. I'm going to look around. Would you
Jayla is
consider
about...
your world to be in shambles?
I mean, I wouldn't consider it to be fantastic, but a beckoning in 1,000 years is nothing to sneeze at, considering they were a few hundred years apart last recorded.
Ah. Well then,
Is-
it seems as if... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, it seems as if you have yet to finish out your punishment. So, we do not want to disturb you. Enjoy the rest of your time internally in the box, and we shall leave you to that.
Oh,
Yes?
I will not return to this prison. I must see this world. I must make sure that it is whole.
Ah. Well,
What do you
it
mean
seems
by
as
that?
if you have been righteously punished for doing something that you should not have done. And it would be in poor taste for you to go against the decrees of those in charge of you. So if you would please go back into the box, we will close it and we will be on our way.
I know what you are. Servants of Braska. Servants of his four children. Of the elements that plague this world. I will not let you destroy what I have already damaged, and I will undo you if you seek to put me back into that prison.
I can't really say for myself, but I can tell you that she is the exact opposite of a servant of Braska. I'm pointing at Jayla.
I am not a servant of anyone.
He is right. He is not a servant of anyone, and I am the current champion of Highwater. Jayla Pentagast, nice to meet you. You say you are a champion of Highwater? No, you are not. You, I can sense, an imposter, given the title by the true champion that fled. You are not even who you say you are, servant of the Dark One. I can sense it. I can sense the darkness coming from you more than anyone else in this room. And I will end it, just as I have ended many beckonings, or seen many beckonings ended before me. And with that, Belethor draws out his staff, and I will need new initiative rolls from everyone.
Yeah! Let's get some combat in here.
Now,
Didn't think that was going to go the way of conflict
was
until
I
the end there.
in earshot of all of this?
Yes, they were quite loud with what they were saying.
Oh!
But again, you cannot actually see this guy, so...
That is true. It's fine. I rolled a natural 1 for my initiative.
Just a 10, man. I rolled a 4.
Change.
God.
Hey, Sentinel, we tied! Never mind.
God.
Your old initiative tied my current.
He did not roll very well.
I did great.
Garbage. Rolling like
I did
garbage.
super awesome, and I'm super proud
Okay,
of myself.
that trumpet or whatever that was on there, I swear it sounded like, for whatever reason, I thought someone outside was blowing
Playing
a trumpet. And
Everyone
Oh,
in the
okay.
Call
crowd...
atmospheric
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Correct.
Let's hire some random kid from the nearby middle or high school. Give him like 20 bucks.
I
Tell him,
wouldn't
hey,
put
can
it
you play the
past
trumpet?
Ethan. I wouldn't be able to put it past Ethan to hire people to stand outside our individual homes
Yes.
and play a trumpet.
Trumpet.
Random high schoolers.
Alright,
Here's 20 bucks. Go stand
Sentinel's
outside
ready
and
to
do that.
go.
Yeah, Sentinel, you
Yeah,
get to
Sentinel's-
start us off in the combat here.
I mean, he's right up there too.
I know. I always roll a natural 20 when it doesn't matter at all. So
No, F him up.
Matters.
here comes the nat one.
No.
All right. Yeah. In defending Jayla, I'm going to go into a rage.
Oh god.
Give us
Alright,
magic
And-
powers.
wild magic.
What do we got? What's the surge?
So all of a sudden, from the ground, within 15 feet of me, so like a 15-foot, I don't know if it's square or circle, but all of a sudden, flowers and vines start to grow and make this difficult to walk through.
Alright, so it's difficult terrain.
Yep.
For
It's just
15
basically
squares
like
in front of you.
around me.
Ground within 15 feet of you. Yes,
15 feet
it'd be a
around me.
square around you, so it'd be
Does it stay or does it follow you?
It just
around you until your
says-
rage ends.
It's almost like the second half of the entangle spell. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
like right, it dropped right on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So draw a square there if you would, Nick.
So it's just so it follows me.
Oh,
That's
Then
the-
you how many?
So I
how
guess
many
I should
that's
It's
fine.
15?
15.
It'll be
So I'll
this
just put an
area.
aura or whatever.
Boom.
Yeah, 15 foot
Yeah.
aura.
Now you have a little aura radius.
can't see it.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
weird. It's
Oh, okay.
worded strange
can't
because it does
see
say
it.
flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends.
Now you can see it.
Yes. Yeah, that would be 15.
Yes.
I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Sentinel.
Cool.
That was 8
So then-
you got for doing your raid.
That's
You make
bonus
it-
action.
Yep. And then I will take a whack at him.
Take a whack at him.
Do it.
That is a 10.
So as you go to swipe at him, he holds out his hand and actually catches your beak axe and pushes you back.
Ooh.
Sentinel.
All right.
Anything
That
else
is
for
it.
you? All right. Aster is going to give some DM inspiration to Jayla. Or not DM inspiration, sorry. Fairy inspiration to Jayla. And then she'll move herself down here. And she's like, go get him, Jayla. And Jayla's like, all right, I got this. And Jayla will go. And she will attempt to get this. So this is going to be 10, 20, 30. And she will take a swing at the boyo. I won't even cash it because that will hit him with her weapon. So she's going to use a longsword attack here for a d8. Nice damage, Jayla. She does 8 damage to him. 8 slashing damage. So she kind of runs in, gets a good slice at him, cuts into his robes a little bit. The Lord of Call, Balathor, kind of muddies back a little bit, but rights himself. Darian, you are next.
Alright, so I can move to about the ledge here. And I still can't see the guy, so I'm just gonna blindly shout out. Balathor! Can you please explain yourself a little bit more on this seeing the darkness in our quote-unquote champion?
You cannot sense it, can you?
No.
Can't say we can.
The very essence of beckoning flows from her. I can feel it.
It's not really a compelling argument. That's all I got.
Are you going to do anything else?
No, that's my move. I can't see.
So you
So-
can, but it will be at disadvantage to hit.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
Is
don't
it
know
darkness
if I want to hit
in
him
here?
yet.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is it dark? Like, why can't they see him? It seems like a pretty straight shot.
There's like a magical darkness that's infecting that room right now, which is obscuring almost everything.
Even with the
Oh,
green, you say there's a
this-
green flame in here too,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Where is the green flame coming from?
right up top here.
Okay. Just know.
Oh, so we can't see what's going on, or do you have to be in the room?
You have to be in the room.
Because we got this
Oh,
pit
okay.
here, I assume if we were capable enough to solve the puzzle, the mist would have gone away. or you'd be able to actually see.
All right, but we just walked
I
through
can't
it.
speak.
So, all right, cool.
Well,
because I don't actually know
okay,
what
well,
happens.
I'm not gonna do nothing, so I'm gonna make sure I shoot, and I don't think this is gonna be an issue, but a non-lethal shot at what I think is this guy at disadvantage.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I want to be taking the disadvantage of it. I'm terrible.
What the hell is 7 + 6? 13 to hit.
That is what that is.
Uh,
Yes.
You shoot your arrow, whizzes between Jayla and Sentinel, and goes to
14.
pierce into Balathor.
7
And
plus
he
6
grabs
is
it.
14, isn't it? No, it's 13.
No, that's
Never mind.
13.
Yep.
7
He
plus
grabs
7.
it out of the air and cracks the arrow in two and drops it to the floor.
I could have used that again. That was pretty rude, guy.
Very wasteful.
Anything else for you, Darian?
Oh, that'll be it.
Arthur.
All right. I'm going to move 10, 20, 30, my full movement, and then I'm going to try to swipe at him with my scimitar.
Go ahead.
Come on, guy.
Sneak attack if you hit.
Ooh, yay! That's 20, non-natural.
That'll hit him.
Nice. It's 5, 6, 11. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 damage with the scimitar swipe.
That's just one.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to, instead of hitting him again, I'm going to dash. I'm going to dash 10.
All right, he will get an opportunity of attack on you.
As
will
because
die.
I attacked him, I have Rakish Audacity.
Rakish
I, with my other scimitar, I kind of like wave it in front of his face as I like dance around him and kind of confuse him to where he can't.
you can't
attack
hit me, bro.
Exactly. Gonna troll him a little bit as I kind of move around the arena, and I'm going to end my movement there.
Yeah.
Kind of flanking him.
What the-
Balathor
Could
will
you
go.
not move because of, or did you bonus action?
He bonus
move?
action dashed.
I bonus action dash because I used my full movement to get to him,
Yeah.
and then I used my
Yeah.
bonus action to dash using my cunning action.
And then
Gotcha.
his swashbuckler ability lets him knock out opportunity attack for leaving.
No, I don't have to use anything. I just if I attack somebody, they can never opportunity attack me.
Wow.
Very
Yep.
handy.
Especially with two-handed weapons, so I can always use my bonus action to attack again, and then I can move away if I want to.
So Balathor, as it comes to his turn, you actually see his body like begin to glow like a bluish color, as if his robes are channeling like an energy, and some of the wounds that you just gave him, Arthur, are beginning to close.
Mother. Okay.
And he is going to whack at Sentinel 3 times.
Ooh.
Sentinel, does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
All right, so these are all going to be bludgeoning as he's whacking you with the staff. So at first he whacks you with the bottom of his staff, and then he goes to whack you twice with the front of his staff. So Sentinel, that is going to be 8 damage at half, so 4 damage to you.
Oh, man, that's good.
And here comes 2 more swings. I'm assuming that a 12 will miss you,
Yep.
and a 18. 18 hit you?
That hits. Yep.
That is going to be 8 damage to you, and that is halved already.
All right.
Oh,
That is all my temp HP.
Yeah.
So he kind of just smacks you with the back of his staff, and then goes to hit you twice with the front. Sentinel, you just managed to block the first one, but the other one strikes you in the side of the wing. And I don't believe he can do anything else, but let me double check. Nope. Okay. That is his turn. Sentinel, don't forget to subtract it from your roll 20 pawn as well.
It was 10.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I
from-
have to.
yeah, from the first
from
range.
his generals, yeah, the
Yeah,
Nice.
it gives him temp for the same damage it does.
All right. Darby, you're next.
All right, so it's both sides that the pit goes down, right?
Yes.
Safely? Okay. And how far is the drop?
It's 10 feet.
That'd be 10, 20...
Actually, let me
30
double
to get
check that.
there.
I believe it's 10 feet. Yeah, it's a 10-foot drop.
Dang. Can't really get there, and I can't see him, so I can't do my cool thing that I just got for leveling up. I mean, do I need to see? Well, I guess if it's a magical darkness, it won't particularly help me. Alright, in that case, I will, I guess, move 30 feet and just be chilling at the bottom of the pit.
Dash.
I don't know if I want. Well, ugh.
In there.
We got him busy.
Yeah, it would be about 30 to get in there. That's my action. I don't have any bonus actions. I'll stay here because next turn I can get in there and actually use my action anyways, so I'm still safe.
Prince Safara, and you are next.
Just in case, because I don't know what this guy's gonna do. But he sounds
Sweet.
powerful.
Okay. I am going to do a fun combo. I am going to go into my bottle, or go into my ring. I'm gonna have Sebastian pick it up. And, as an action, I can see through Sebastian's senses, or use his senses. And then Sebastian is gonna turn invisible, which means that and everything he's carrying is invisible.
Okay.
Including my ring.
Oh.
And now I'm going to fly over here.
So Prince Safara takes off with Sebastian, but no one realizes it. He just vanished and moved.
Yep.
Anything else for you?
Ba-doop. Nope, that's it.
All right, Sentinel, you're back
That's all
to
I
you,
can
buddy.
do right now.
All right, I will take another whack at him. That's an 8.
Let's. Rock.
No, you don't have
Oh
to.
yeah, I guess
No,
I could
you don't
do
have
it.
to. You don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
to.
do
It's
it.
just gonna open you up
All right,
for all his
Rex.
attack.
I got the HP for it.
He's got
I got
3
the
attacks
HP for
though. He's kind of spooky.
No, that's a 7.
Oh my god.
So again, you swing his axe, and he just blocks it with his staff and pushes you back,
poor
Sentinel, as
Sentinel.
if you're nothing.
Ow!
Anything else for you?
Ow!
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna move to the other side.
Okay. After
Here, let me. So then, at least Arthur is outside of the.
Flowers.
After
Destiny.
you're gonna fly up, and Sentinel, now you have fairy inspiration, and she's like, "Go get him, Sentinel."
I
You
need it,
more than,
please.
You need this more than anyone, more than literally anyone in the
Thank-
party right now.
Thank you for your kind words.
Oh boy.
What I'm here for. All right, Jayla's gonna go, and she's gonna swing at him again, and she'll hit him again.
Nice.
Ooh, max damage. That's 11 points of damage off of him. She comes in and gets another good slash in at him, and she's actually going to move kind of here to try and flank him out a bit. But Darian, we will go to you.
All right, I'm going to take another shot at him, but simultaneously ask Jayla what the heck he's talking about.
I have honestly no clue. You can tell I'm trying to kill him, right?
It's hard to see from over there.
I literally can't see anything.
She's trying to kill him.
Oh,
Thank you, Arthur. I kind of figured from the sounds of combat, someone was trying to be murdered.
See, that's what happens when you stick with the rest of us. You kind of see what happens.
That's true, you do.
What'd you get, Darian?
14 to hit.
That will miss. He once again catches another arrow and cracks it and throws it to the ground.
Oh,
Oh no, it sounds like I missed. I hope he doesn't beat the shit out of you guys in there. And instead of jumping into the pit, I'm gonna stay right there.
Understandable.
Arthur, you're next.
all right. Arthur's gonna see. So you described it. So Arthur saw his wounds begin to heal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Arthur's going to move 5 feet to the right, or to his left. His tail is going to unclip one of his rum flasks from his hip, and I'm going to run rum along one of my scimitars and dip it into the green flame behind me.
Okay, I'm gonna say that is your action.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you
now
have a flaming blade.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say is you will get an extra 1d4 of fire damage with this next attack.
Thank you.
And I will say that lasts for 1 minute, so you get that for 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. He is going to then go. So that was 5. This will be 15. Then that will be 25 of movement, and I am going to take my bonus action. No, I only can attack with my bonus action if I attacked with my my regular one. Then, okay. Then actually, I'm not going to move towards him. Then I am going to while my sword is alight, I'm going to unholster my pistol and say, "Hey, he seems to be able to catch those arrows. Let's see if he can do that with a gun." And I'm going to shoot him.
Give me a roll.
I really hope he catches your bullet.
I would be so impressed if he catches
Catches
my
it
bullet.
and crushes it.
That is a 24.
Damn it.
That will hit him.
Oh, I don't think he's catching it.
D10. That is 9 points of damage.
Did you sneak attack too?
Someone's next to him, so yeah, good call.
Yeah, Jayla and
people
Jayla are
now.
both there.
Thank you. It's the whole point of my character. What am I doing?
Well.
So 9, that's 15, 18 points of damage.
Damn. All right.
Done,
So the bullet shoots him and it goes into his body. Again, you can kind of see the wound begin to heal a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to go and he's going to start by swinging at Jayla.
No, he can't catch bullets.
That will hit Jayla.
Oh. Thank you for the information.
Ooh, wow. That
It's
is
a good thing we
big
have
hit.
guns.
That is 10 damage to Jayla.
Woo!
And he will hit her again. And hit her again.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, wow. That is 14 damage to Jayla. Jayla is down.
No.
And then he's going to go 10, 20.
Okay.
Sentinel, you get an opportunity of attack.
Sentinel.
Don't miss.
13.
That will miss. And Arthur against you.
Have you reset your strength, Sentinel?
Does a 17
I
hit you,
have.
Arthur?
Yeah, 17 will hit me.
Well, pulling that bad, huh?
Yep. Rolling
Arthur,
single digits.
You are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And that will be his turn. Darby, you are next.
All right. Well, it's like
Could really use your help, guys.
25, I believe, to get up here. Where is he in relation? 25 feet. That is what we call super in range.
You will need to climb yourself up there.
Is that not considered part of the room?
No, I don't consider it. There you
Okay.
go. Now you're in the
Then
room.
I'll go the 25 to get in here. All right. Then Darby will flick out the normal ace of spades and then kind of twirl it around in his hand and twirl it back, and it'll be a golden jack with chains around it.
Okay.
And he will chuck it at the boy there, and I need a wisdom save of 14.
Five.
Let's go. So, as this wonderful shimmering golden jack hits, chains will start to wrap around him and then just shoot into the ground and lock him in place, and he is now paralyzed for... how long is this? 1 minute.
Yes.
Specifically,
No.
this is Hold Person, I believe is the official name.
Yep.
The second level spell.
Okay.
So
does
he's
he
stunned.
get-
He will
Okay,
get
so
wisdom
he's
saves at the
paralyzed.
end of each of his turns.
Is he paralyzed or stunned?
He is specifically paralyzed for 1 minute.
Okay. So he's incapacitated and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and any attacks that hit the creature is automatically a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of them.
Anything else for you, Darby?
No, that is main action. And I don't have any bonus actions
Prince
still.
and you are next.
I'll get one eventually.
Sweet. Okay. Boop. I'm gonna fly over here. It's gonna use my action to have Sebastian attack with his bite because he's
Okay.
in monkey
Are
form.
you still invisible?
Well, as soon as he attacks, he's not gonna be visible. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Just want
it's
to know if I need
advantage
to take your
regardless.
little.
But yeah.
Yeah,
And-
he's using his. So my ability is I can make my action on his
Sebastian.
reaction to attack. So yeah, Sebastian's reaction. So that is a 20 to hit.
That will definitely hit him.
It's automatically
So
a
this is an
crit.
auto crit.
Yeah, it's an auto crit.
Oh, it's a crit. Oh, it's a crit.
So you get
Okay.
double dice.
So then we have. Oh, sweet. So that is.
Old person is a crazy strong spell.
9.
Old person's gonna work
That's
so
9
well with my sneak
piercing.
attack.
Oh yeah.
So 9 piercing damage, and
Okay.
then 11. You want me to double the dice or double damage?
Double dice.
Double dice.
Okay. And then 22 poison damage.
Holy
Dang.
Prince of Farin.
And then he
How would you
has
like
to make a
do this?
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
If I could get a spelling as
So-
well in a moment. Whenever we're
Yep,
ready
so
for that.
I'm going to say,
I'll let him get his kill.
yeah, no, I'm in the ring because right now I can see through and communicate. So
Oh,
I'm
man.
basically just like my mobile fortress while I'm in my lovely air-conditioned area. And I'm gonna say, Sebastian, this person is displeases me. Remove him from my presence. And he's gonna fly over there, and then he's just gonna rip his throat out like
I love
a
it.
monkey, like a wild
Crazy monkey just latches onto his
ripping his
throat and
throat
just
out.
tears it
I was
out.
like, yeah.
Hell.
There's like poison's like
That's barbaric.
dripping inside of his body, just rips it out. And
So Arthur, as you witness
and then
this
he's gonna shoot
multicolored,
himself.
multi-armed spider monkey gouge this man's neck out. Just blood and stuff just sprays out onto you as it topples over dead.
Yeah.
And the battle is
And he's
won.
just now. Sweet.
Blood off of me, but I'm going to take my blade that is still alight, and I'm going to jam it into the corpse to make sure it does not get back up.
All right. You stab it, and it is stabbed and burns for a moment.
Can I get
I'm gonna have Jayla make a death save real quick.
Can I
Which she
get
succeeds.
a spelling spell before I go and help?
Balathor, Balathor.
All right, Balathor, add it. And I will be counting Sebastian's as Ephraim because it is your familiar.
Does Bellathor have anything? Oh, well, I guess I'll help Jayla first.
Yeah, you should probably help. her.
I'm going to try and attempt a medicine check to stabilize Jayla.
Give me a medicine check.
I feel like your medicine check is as good as mine. Unless you're
Let's
proficient.
see. No, I'm not.
Then we're
Just a
probably the
two.
same.
Ooh, that's gonna be an 8.
That will fail. You
If
are not able
only,
to stabilize Jayla.
only you knew anybody who was able to help you with these sorts of things. Wow.
Would anyone else like to
Seems
try on
that
her?
would be something cool.
Aster
Well,
immediately flies over and is like, "Someone has to help her. Someone has to help her. I have tiny fairy hands. I can't do
I'll
anything."
help her. I'll
It's out
help
of
her.
my expertise, and I'm going to just kind of walk around, and then while this is happening, I'm going to see if Bellathor has anything valuable on him.
I'll be the nice one. I'll give her some help.
Okay.
While
I
she
was gonna
does his
offer my
looting.
services.
That is
to-
a natural 20 for 21.
There you go.
You actually, I believe, doesn't that bring her up to 1 HP?
1. Yep.
Yeah, should just immediately bring her back.
Yep. So Darby, you kind of get in there and you just know the right ways to stitch her up, and Jayla kind of opens her eyes and gasps, and she immediately shoots up, though still weakened. Arthur, for your question,
Yeah.
you get a ceremonial dagger worth 125 gold pieces,
That's a lethal
2
combo.
silver rings worth 15 gold pieces, and a silver amulet worth 15 gold pieces. And then on his person is 220 silver pieces, 50 gold pieces, and 4 spell scrolls.
Ooh.
Command,
Yeah, that's fun.
Cure Wounds at the
Okay.
2nd level,
Ooh.
Inflict Wounds at the 2nd level,
Ooh.
and Guiding Bolt at the 2nd level.
Hey, Guiding Bolt. I remember that spell when I played a cleric. That spell's busted.
It is a great spell.
It is absurd.
So command, cure wounds at 2nd level, inflict wounds at 2nd level, and then what was the last one?
Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt.
So technically, I don't think Arthur can actually read any of those.
Nope, because I don't have any magic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you said a ceremonial dagger worth 150 GP?
125.
125, thank you.
I think everything else was like 15.
Yeah, and then the 2 rings and the amulet were both 15.
All right, so I'm going to take the dagger and the rings and the amulet, but I will split up the money equally.
Okay, I get some of my money back finally.
So Aster immediately, as you're divvying up the money, Arthur, Aster immediately hugs Jayla's face, and she's just like, Aster, you can get off me. I'm okay. And Jayla looks to you, Darby, and says, "Thanks for that. Not really used to going down like that."
I don't think any of us. Well, I mean, Arthur is. I don't think anyone else is. Most people usually just
44
fall
silver.
down and die.
We each get 44 silver. Okay.
44 silver, and then everyone's going to get 10 gold.
Ooh, that's 33. I can't swipe a couple extra. Feels bad.
And how many gold? 10?
Yeah,
10.
because it was 15. So Darian was posing some interesting and important questions.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to think of what he was saying as gibberish, he did offer up a lot of information.
He was also crazy and attacked us.
Well, you've threatened to put him back in the box. I don't think many
So
people
was the
wanna be back
necromancer in
there.
the basement, but they didn't stop Darian to wanting to stop burning his tree. So just because somebody's crazy and we murder them doesn't mean they don't have valid points. I've murdered plenty of people who have valid points.
I seriously have no idea what he's talking about. I've been the champion for about 2 years now. Nothing like this has ever been said or come up. Nothing about Lords of Call burning or the artifacts being gone. One of them's in high water right now.
Interesting.
Sebastian is gonna.
Did somebody fake them?
You see Sebastian is wince, and then all of a sudden out of his mouth is gonna be my mouth, is my words and voice, and I'm gonna say excuse me, I am sorry, but how do we have any proof that you do not know anything that he is saying? I would like to think I could take you at your word, though you do not seem constantly able to provide any, proof or actionable intel on your gifts.
I don't have any proof at this point. The most proof I have would be my title, but I'm assuming that's probably not going to be enough for you, is it?
As much as I would like to be able to just give you the honor that your station is due, I think there might be a little bit to this. We just had to attack a lord in order to protect you. I feel as if that deserves a little bit more than just your word.
The only truth that I know he even spoke of would be that he could tell I wasn't the original champion. The last champion gave up his title, and I took it. That would be it.
Yeah, how are we talking about?
So you did not earn it.
Yeah.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, go ahead.
See if she's telling the truth here.
How
Or
would
at
we
least
know
of my
that?
character.
And then be totally off base on everything else.
12.
Doesn't seem like she's lying. What did you say, Darian? I missed what you said.
How can he kind of tell that with no context and be totally spot on and just be completely off base on everything else?
That's a
I
good
would
point.
agree. He has been stuck in this box for at least as long as we have been in here, and he is able to, at a glance, know this very specific detail about your false title. And It would
It's
lead
not a
me to believe,
false
and
title.
Eric von Liechtenstein as well.
As much as I love
You
to
did not
disagree
earn
with
it.
you, Darian, I do want to play devil's advocate. And if I was fighting a group of 6-on-1, one of the best strategies you can use is to cause dissonance within a group.
Yeah,
So
blame them on each other.
not saying he was lying, not saying you don't have valid points, not saying I don't love to argue with you because we've done it before, but just trying to throw something out there.
Oh,
She
I'm
doesn't
sure
seem
you
like she's lying to me.
will.
She might not know this about herself.
I believe.
That is a possibility too, and the first person I would probably go and visit would be, well, I'd probably go back to Highwater first and talk with the governor there, and they're the one that gave me the station. See what they say, and then probably go to Pragla and see what King Alistair says, since he is the current Lord of Colin, if he has any information about this. I promise you, I don't know what he's talking about.
What
You
about the
did
previous
mention that
champion?
there's an artifact of Greece in Highwater.
In the chapel, the
Yeah,
Pontiff used to have it.
If there's a artifact in Highwater, then we can either A, prove that that's a false, and then this guy was telling the truth, and there might be something to it, or B, this guy's a Looney Tune, and there actually is an artifact in Highwater.
It's something
Yeah,
This
do it.
guy
check.
was a Looney Tune, if I am getting the hang of your Sibyl language, as he is no longer a guy.
Once.
If it is worth anything, I have seen the artifact before. I've been and seen the 3 of the 4 artifacts, one in Pragla, one in Highwater, one in Dragon Reach Mountains, and the 4th is unknown as of right now.
They'd be pretty tough. Knowing, being somebody who's had to fake a few high-value items in the past, that would probably be the most impossible to fake. So, be
Well,
interesting
then,
to check out nonetheless.
It's something
would
I'll
seem it
definitely
would
do
make
when I
the
take you
most
guys
sense.
there.
To do that, yes.
So,
I agree.
what of the old champion? Does he still live?
Yeah, he's still alive, all right. He's in Highwater, so the inn I promised you, that possibly is in his possession.
Well, if there's anyone to
How
talk
could
to
you
about
promise us
how
something that does not belong to you?
Oh, he asked me to find someone to sell it or
Yeah.
buy it from him while I was out, and I originally wasn't planning on it, and he owes me a few favors, like 1,000 favors, so I figured this was an easy one for him to cash in on.
Yeah, because we're not buying it from anybody. We're
Oh,
being
yeah.
given.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll make sure you get it. Don't worry. He listens to me. He likes to listen to me.
well, if
That
there's
makes one of us.
if there's anyone to talk to about how this whole title change happened and how true or false it actually is, he wouldn't be a bad one.
Well, I can
Considering
give
it
you
was
the
his.
short of the story. He was originally summoned as champion, didn't want the title for many reasons. Found out that the Pontiff of Highwater, Pontiff Arulish, was actually an undead, and when they went to convince them, the Pontiff actually killed him. Technically, the rule is once the champion dies, a new one must be selected, but he was brought back to life, so it kind of created a strange gray area. And it was agreed upon by some of the leadership in Highwater that it would befit the city if a different, more willing champion took its place. And I sort of ended up in that position.
Ah. Well, then I apologize for insinuating that your title was not truly and righteously given.
It really depends on who you ask. You wouldn't be the first one to tell me I'm not the real champion. There are still those that look at Joel as being the champion, but if you ask him, he's not even that close to it. And he still calls himself the former champion. He'll still tout that around, but he's not anything anywhere close to it.
Can't believe that story is seemingly the thing that makes the most sense out of everything that's happened today.
Just about to say the same thing, Darby.
First, we got a giant chicken shooting tentacles and flowers everywhere. This rainbow monkey. I'm sorry, Sebastian.
It's not a monkey.
He's not
Oh, do not worry. Sebastian is not going to take offense at this moment. His consciousness is in a limbo state between being and not being, while I am in control of his body.
I do have a quick question that's a slight aside and probably not anywhere near close to my champion standing, but now that Sebastian's not like conscious, can I hug him?
I do not see why not.
Oh, awesome. He looks so soft. So Jayla will just kind of hug it. Is it soft?
Yes, it is unnaturally soft, almost
Oh.
as if it's designed to be as soft as possible.
So she just is like caressing it. She's like, oh wow, this is so soft. Sorry,
Yes,
Like a sheep.
never mind.
he is designed to be as pleasurable to the touch as possible.
I see.
Interesting choice of words.
I need to find myself one of these. Hey Aster, why don't you turn into a Sebastian and be the softest thing on the planet? That's because fairies aren't soft, we're fairies. We do fairy things, like give people inspiration in battle. I should open a business for that. Inspiration. Fairy inspiration. Providing
You and
inspiration
me-
for things.
Well, you and
You and
Meepo could have a
Meepo
good
could be
business
right next to
partnership.
each other. Yeah.
He teaches them about drangling. You inspire them about how on their drangling abilities. Be a great partnership.
I would never partner up with him. His drangling thing's gonna fail. You're gonna watch that. It's gonna fail so bad.
I don't think it's going to get off the
Don't
ground.
crush dreams. He's gonna go learn from Sentinel's tentacle spewing master of death, and he's gonna be the greatest strangler of all.
Jayla just kind of laughs at that, and she's like, "Well, I guess we'll see about that." So, how about we get out of this city here? I've had enough of the decrepit walls and hobblings and weird undead for one day.
Yes, I've been underground for too long.
Yeah, this
I
isn't
would
really my
prefer to see the
style.
sun.
Get Nancy for a couple of hands. A little while.
All right, it seems like everyone is game. Is everyone game to leave the holy city?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there was anything else valuable in that guy's sarcophagus.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if he checked the.
No, there
sarcophagus
was
too.
not.
Oh.
Technically, some of the items were in a sarcophagus, but I just put them on his person, so I figured
Okay.
you would.
I kind of figured that's what happened. But
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So you guys, with Jayla and Aster, make your way from the holy city, back up the stairs, braving the path back to the hills where all of the crystallized people were. Now you have a better and perhaps sadder understanding for their existence along the hill. You begin making your way back to the forest, where you begin traversing the forest, expecting a similar issue that you had before, getting lost, but it almost seems like the forest path is clear. And you're able to find the other side within about an hour, actually. Almost as if the forest
wow.
has shrunk to nothing.
That's,
However,
weird.
I'm
As you
still
make your-
I'm still in the monkey situation. That's
and
awesome.
you're still hanging out in your
Yeah.
lamp.
I still got my,
I can do
my
that for like
shiny,
4 hours.
bedazzled armor on.
As you guys make it to the edge of the forest, 3 small figures await for you at the end. Mip, Pip, and Squeaks are sitting atop a tree looking down at you. Not necessarily hiding, very much making themselves obvious. And Mip and Pip kind of look at each other, and Mip goes, "Well, looky there, Pip. They made it out of the holy city alive." "Well, they sure did, Mip. I'm actually really surprised. I owe you a massage this afternoon because you were right. They were going to come out. I swore they were going to die." Squeaks!
Squeaks
They kinda-
indeed.
Hop
Mixed up
down
with that,
from
too.
they kind of hop down from their post, and they immediately walk over to Darian, and they start sniffing. They go like how dogs sniff, like where they just rapidly sniff over and over and over and over. And Mip backs up and she goes, "Well, Mr. Kips, you positively stink. Doesn't he stink, Pip?" "He stinks real bad, Mip. Did you roll around in some type of, like, garbage or something, Darian? You smell so bad." Squeaks!
Well, thank you for your kind words. I mean, got a little sweaty and it was dark and kind of gross. So maybe.
No, this isn't like that type of stink. This is like you've never bathed in your life stink. Isn't that right, Pip? Doesn't it smell like he's just rolled around in manure and never once bathed? I don't know if I'd say it's that bad, Nip, but I mean, it's kind of bad. I don't think I've ever smelled something this terrible before. And at this moment, Squeaks just begins licking your elbow,
Whoa.
Darian,
That's
and he
gross.
backs up and just goes, Squeaks! Well,
I have to disagree, Squeaks. I don't think I taste like chicken, but I also don't think I smell, so I don't think you guys are holding up here.
Squeaks! He does
No.
really taste like chicken. Maybe I should take a lick. Do you think I should take a lick, Pip? I don't know, Mip. I don't really want to lick it. It smells so bad.
Yeah, don't. I smell bad. Don't lick me. It's a bad
Yo,
idea.
Aster, these kids are encroaching on your man.
I know, and I'm
gonna
very
try to
upset
sniff-
about this right now.
No, Aster, I smell. You don't. Just. You're not upset.
Squeaks!
Nope. You had just recently said that you do not smell. Asta, feel free to sniff Darian, and then we will know for sure whether. Oh, sorry, Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
So you
And
call
then
him
we will
Darian.
know who,
What?
in fact, is correct.
Damn.
Yes.
What did you
Here
say?
does kind of
Squeaks?
fly over and sniffs Darian, and she goes, I mean, besides a little, like, dank from travel, he smells fine to me. Squeaks!
Well, then there we go.
What
As
do you
much as
mean?
we'd like, yeah,
These
say-
strange children.
I'm gonna ask Squeaks what he means about new powers. All I've had is a splitting headache.
Squeaks!
Wait, do you understand him?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he's like speaking common. What the hell do you mean?
No.
Well, he's not. He's saying squeaks like he's always said.
Yeah.
The only
Well-
time he's ever not not said squeaks is when his eyes turned black and he summoned like eternal darkness and spoke to us in that really deep voice as we were leaving the forest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he sounds just like that.
No.
No.
Maybe it's the headache. He did say it would take a while for the new powers to set in. I don't know what that means.
The new powers. What is going on with this group?
You know,
Mm.
I
Oh,
almost
yes, I
missed.
am
Feel as
very
if you
excited
ought
to
to-
see what happens with Mr. Kip's Squeaks. Pip,
I-
aren't you excited to see what happens? I
I'm
am
not your
very
project.
excited, Nip.
Hold on, Squeaks. I'm not your project. I'm nobody's project. Get out of here with that.
Squeaks!
We can be buddies, Squeaks, but I'm not your project.
Squeaks!
What do you mean?
Squeaks!
Oh,
You know,
this is interesting.
things
Please
were,
continue with this.
were so easy when it was just gambling and Igorith and cheating people out of their money. Now we
Right.
got Squeaks speaking in 5 different languages or whatever.
Well, I guess that
Rainbow
makes sense
monkeys.
why
I'm sorry,
you
Sebastian.
guys looked vaguely familiar.
Squeaks! Squeaks! Squeaks!
Well, I appreciate all of your assistance, Squeaks. You'll have to tell me more about that because I don't quite remember what happened.
Sure.
What is happening?
I couldn't tell
Oh,
you.
cool. Glad we're on the same page about that.
Sebastian's gonna fly over onto Arthur's. Gonna fly over to Arthur's and is gonna lean on his head like this and like cross his other arms. Like, this is a strange day that we are having.
It's a very strange
Squeaks.
day.
Does this headache have anything to do with what you did to me?
Look.
Huh? Did to you?
When does the headache stop? Because it's killing me, man.
Squeaks!
And also, why?
Dan,
Take 2 Tylenol. Thank you, Squeaks. Means a lot. 2 to 4 days. Or take Tylenol. Anybody got Tylenol?
I don't know what a Tylenol is, but I'm sure I could probably
Yes,
get some.
I know what the Tylenol.
I don't have a Tylenol, but I
You don't
do
have
have an alcohol.
He does have one.
Squeaks.
I have actually
Does
a.
alcohol work?
Drink the rum bottle in my tail.
Okay,
Squeaks,
Squeaks
squeaks.
says alcohol works too. Please. Arthur, I know
Squeaks.
we've had our differences, but my head is killing me. I feel like it's about to explode.
Are you Darian?
That would be fun to see.
You can take a drink.
If
Thank
only
you.
there was somebody who could help you with that and make you feel better.
I know, wouldn't that be crazy?
Well, I can't wait for that day, Squeaks. We'll see what happens.
Do you
Maybe it'll
really
allow me to
think,
make a difference.
Pip? Do you really think Squeaks is going to make Darian powerful? I don't know, Mip. I have never really seen this happen before. Our brother's kind of an idiot. He is kind of an idiot, isn't he? Squeaks!
Hey, don't call Squeaks an idiot. He helped me out.
Well, anyways,
That does
we
not
want to...
preclude him from being an idiot.
That's true, but he's not an idiot in my
We-
eyes.
I'm sure
Squeaks!
Mifa wasn't either.
Meepo also wasn't an idiot in my eyes. Guy
Yeah.
had passion.
Well, I suppose in one sense, but
And I have to agree with you, Squeaks. My friends are indeed dumb.
oh, hold on.
Well, we wanted to see you out before you headed out, isn't that right, Pip? That's right, Mip. Wanted to make sure you made it out cheerio back onto the road. So, come and visit again sometime. I know Mum would be looking forward to making you a nice fine meal again. Oh, we could have Mum make them pheasants next time. Pheasants so delicious. Oh, what do you think about that, Squeaks? Squeaks!
Yeah, I'm sure Sentinel would love pheasant.
Yeah.
Squeaks also hates pheasant, so maybe Sentinel Squeaks.
I haven't had pheasant before, so
You
I'm
had
always
turkey
willing to
last
try
time,
something
so you
new.
might as well keep going.
I did.
Yeah, might as well keep on the cannibal
Yeah,
train.
turkey tasted great.
Well, I guess technically not cannibal.
What do you mean cannibal?
I mean, you're a giant chicken.
You
We're
won't
not
eat
eating
it.
guardian fowl.
I guess that's true.
There are many of
So
you
then can
who
you eat
each
chicken?
other
Is
in
that
various
okay?
ways all throughout Cebu.
Like, if we went down to the farm and got a chicken and cooked, like, would that be fine? It's not guardian fowl.
I feel like that's the equivalent of us eating a monkey.
Squeaks!
Well, I'm sure Sebastian wouldn't mind
Could
if we
eat it.
started eating him. Would he?
Squeaks, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
I'm sure Sebastian would
Sebastian
love to.
is.
He's also not a
You
monkey.
can, unfortunately, you cannot eat my companion.
Oh no, nobody's trying to eat
Yeah,
the companion.
I don't think we want to eat it.
I guess you could. Actually, you know what? Next time we have some time, we will have you eat Sebastian.
Perfect.
I have eaten him plenty of times, and he is delicious.
Jayla just kind of looks down dejectedly and is like, that's so sad.
It's not even
Arthur
that.
is going to take back the flask of rum that Darian had in his hands, and he is going to finish it.
Understandably so.
Arthur, you begin downing
Sebastian's
back,
still on your head.
downing back the flask of rum. Mip, Pip, and Squeaks bid a final farewell as they leap back up into the tree and dart into the forest, disappearing as fast as they appear. As they leave, the sunshine begins to eat through the trees as you now have arrived at the edge of the forest and have made your way back to the Vanatirian Peninsula, where you can begin making your way through Bridgetown to Highwater. But that will probably be for next week, because we will end our slightly longer than usual session here.
Yeah.
In a couple minutes.
Nicely
Nice.
done.
We
Yeah.
did
We
it.
escaped.
Woo!
Wow.
We
did it.
did it.
Longer in the dungeon than we were supposed to.
Woo!
Yeah, my general assessment for how long it would take people to do this thing was like off by like 6 sessions. So
You can count on us to explore every nook and cranny.
Yeah, well, except for the bottom floor.
yeah, you guys
yeah.
didn't go through the bottom floor too much, but that's okay. You did what you needed to.
There wasn't the draw of more treasure.
That's true. If there's money, we'll do it.